For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads. Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads. Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you inside of the Macon Sportsplex as tonight the Fayetteville Marksmen look to do something that has not necessarily come easily this season, and that is get a win over the Macon Mayhem. Yes, you'll look at the record and you'll see that the Marksmen have won 11 out of the 12 meetings between these two teams, and yes, you'll understand that the Marksmen have already clinched an SPHL playoff spot. But what nobody is taking into effect is how these wins have come about for the Fayetteville Marksmen and what things look like going into tonight's contest. So let's go ahead and preview that for you a little bit. None of these games that have been played between these two teams have been determined by more than a 4-goal spread. That's only happened once. The Marksmen have only beat the Mayhem by 3 goals 4 times, which leaves a handful of games that have been in that close mark. And last night it was a perfect storm for the Fayetteville Marksmen to not be able to come through in the clutch late. And as a result, they dropped the hockey game 3-2. The first time the Macon Mayhem have defeated the Fayetteville Marksmen in regulation since March 2nd of 2019. And that has really put a damper on the weekend for the Marksmen and has changed the focus and the mindset of this Fayetteville group. Look, last night, plainly and simply, was not the best effort for the Fayetteville Marksmen. They're going to need to find a way to fix that going into tonight's contest. But I can tell you that Corey Melkert has his guys ready. This is a group that had a different air about them going in to the bus today. They had a different air about them getting off. And I think what you're going to see tonight is a group that comes out and plays a much different brand of hockey. Last night, the Marksmen started slowly. They gave up the game's first goal. They never led throughout the entirety of the contest last night. Tonight, I think that's going to look a little bit different for the Marksmen and certainly something they're going to want to sharpen up on. We talked to the head coach about his feelings going into tonight's contest. You'll hear his comments right after this.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads,
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salad.
frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's original double, Chicago dog, and a turtle sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Welcome back to Marksman Pregame with the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. I'm Drew Blevins. Coach, your team suffers a disappointing 3-2 loss at the hands of the Macon Mayhem last night. Instead of focusing on what happened, what's the biggest thing you're looking for in response to last night's game?
No, I'd like to focus on what happened. We came in here and, including yourself, writing those posts and everything that we haven't, lost to them all year and stuff like that. That's the exact opposite of how we should have came in here last night. And to be honest, watching it live, I thought it was maybe a night where we just didn't have it and we were working hard. But after watching it, last night we just didn't play good. We had 25 turnovers in the first period alone. We dropped the puck. We thought things were going to happen because we were playing a team in, second last. And like I said yesterday, any team can beat any team. And, honestly, they should feel embarrassed because I'm embarrassed.
So what is the response looking after what happened over the last 60 minutes? Where are the places that need to improve, either be it physically or between the ears?
Everywhere.
Plain and simple as that, nothing specific?
Everywhere.
Were there any positives that you could find as building blocks from last night's game, whether it be Brent Moran bailing you out a couple times in net, anything that you saw in the penalty kill, the power play, anything?
No, I don't even think really he had his best game either.
So now coming in, looking at your locker room, looking at the way the guys are acting here, what was that like during your pregame meeting today at 11? Did you see any change in attitude from the guys or any change in atmosphere?
Not really, no. They have to be professionals. They got to show up today and pretty much change everything about their games and their attitude. And, we can't, once that puck drops, we can't just, play purposeless hockey. I talk about it all the time. And, if we do that, we're going to walk out of here with the same results and, it's going to be a long drive home.
Any added extra importance knowing that you're going to see these guys 2 more times going into the game at home, an opportunity tonight to send a message that last night was a fluke?
No, it wasn't a fluke. They beat us.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
He's the head coach of the Fayetteville Marksmen, Corey Melkert. We'll be right back with more Marksmen pregame right after this.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. We've showed you fire. We've showed you heat. And now, we'll tell you what it all means. For the first time in team history, we'll rebrand for one night only, giving a nod to a cultural icon that has blazed trails and scorched taste buds. The only question left, do you fear the Reaper?
Carolina's Reapers rebrand night will be on Saturday, March 19th. Folks, don't forget to grab your tickets for the Fayetteville Eats Food Festival that'll be taking place before that game. You can get yours and learn more about Fayetteville Eats by visiting marksmanhockey.com/Fayetteville Eats. It's going to be a fun night all around Saturday, March 19th, and that will cap off a 5-game homestand for the Fayetteville Marksmen. I want to talk a little bit about what Corey Melkert said and what he didn't say in his pregame comments today. And of course, Melkert has described himself as somebody who's old school, very much just wants to focus on playing the game of hockey. And for us in our job in the media and for you as the fans, part of the storyline was a 3-year regulation win streak over the Macon Mayhem for the Fayetteville Marksmen. And the challenge of a coaching staff and the challenge of a professional athlete is not to let that seep into your mind, regardless of how at the forefront it is of everybody else's conversation. And last night, I think Melkert and his team just lost focus on what was at hand. Tonight, though, I think you're looking at a very different approach for the Fayetteville Marksmen. And some would say back to basics. I would say what you're really doing is you're changing your mindset going forward. At the end of the day, last night is going to sting for a long time for this Marksman group, and there's still a lot at hand, and ultimately in the grand scheme of things, one game is not going to make the overarching difference in success or failure in this season, especially for a Marksman group that's already clinched a playoff spot. What does change now is you understand that every single game you go into from now until the end of the season, and if you're a pro athlete from now to the end of your career, you're playing against other professional athletes. This is still a group for the Macon Mayhem that has weapons. We talked about it last night in Marksman pregame. Brendan Hussey scored last night. Scott Kolash scored last night. Devin Brink scored last night. It was the major players for Macon that made the difference, and the Marksmen just didn't have it. They have to combat a slow start that they had last night. As we told you, they never led yesterday, and that's where the Marksmen have to tighten the screws a little bit, is getting back into that mindset of kind of being the killer mentality. And here on Rocky versus Rambo night, I think the Marksmen are going to have more than a puncher's chance, but you've got to have the knockout mentality early to take down an opponent that's going to be riding the high of confidence of winning 2 out of their last 3 and staving off elimination from playoff contention for at least another week with that victory, coupled with the Roanoke loss last night. And speaking of, let's go ahead and visit the SPHL standings table. It looks as follows with a couple of changes. Huntsville's back on top after their 6-4 win over Knoxville last night. The Havoc have the number 1 overall position. Peoria gets their 2nd win in 3 games against the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. They'll complete that series here tonight. They have 69 standings points. Knoxville back to 3rd, and really, those 3 have been leading the charge all season long for who's going to vie for that regular season championship. Quad City will play tonight on a special 25th anniversary game back at Taxslayers Center. They have 60 standings points. The Marksmen stuck at 59. The Marksmen do have 2 games in hand over the Quad City Storm. Pensacola sits in 6th. Evansville and Roanoke tied for that final playoff spot. They both have 43 standings points. Birmingham is at 30, Macon at 19, and Vermilion County eliminated from playoff contention last night with their loss. They are stuck at 13 standings points and will not be making the postseason in their first year in the SPHL. One parting thought before we take a break and take you to our keys to victory, and I think this has to do with the way things shape up throughout the course of a season. The Fayetteville Marksmen get lobbed a softball in their schedule after going through a really tough stretch of hockey games that included teams like Pensacola and Quad City in a month-long stretch. Now they're in this stretch of what we would call easy sailing, or supposedly at least. The Marksmen are only going to face one team that is 500 or better in regulation this season. That's Roanoke. That stat could change. You could be looking at 6 straight hockey games leading up to the road trip to Pensacola that would be against teams that are south of 500 in regulation. And that is a really nice little break, but it's the way the schedule ends for the Fayetteville Marksmen that's going to give you a real good look at where this team is. It's a 3-game set on the road in Pensacola at the end of March. It's a 2-game set in Huntsville to start April, and then it's 2 rivalry games against the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, who at least right now still seem to be poised to be a playoff team. And that's how you finish, with 7 games against quality opponents. For Corey Melkert and his group, it's all about taking care of business tonight. And you certainly don't want to put your playoff seeding and potential home ice advantage in jeopardy going into that finishing stretch of the schedule. It's an opportunity to cinch things up right here, right now, and put it in a nice bow. As we told you last night, and it bears worth mentioning again, last night was one of those games you had in hand against the Quad City Storm, and one that you needed to win if you wanted to overtake that 4th position that's so highly coveted. Well, now if Quad City's able to score a win tonight, it doesn't matter what the Fayetteville Marksmen do. They'll still be in back of Quad City going into next weekend's contest against the same Macon Mayhem group. Folks, we're going to step aside for a quick commercial break. Coming back from it, we'll give you our keys to victory. This is Marksman Hockey.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with ants or mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up. They spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Rayford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salad.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
For the final time during Marksman pregame, we welcome you inside the broadcast booth of the Macon Coliseum. Drew Blevins alongside you here. Let's go ahead and turn our attention to tonight's keys to victory. We'll start things off with the visiting Fayetteville Marksmen. Very much a game that you have to return to your strategy, but I think it's critical that the Marksmen get off to a big start in this hockey game tonight. It has not always been smooth sailing against the Macon Mayhem for this Fayetteville group, but I think the first 10 minutes of this contest are critical in terms of setting the tone for this Fayetteville team. And I think that's something you keep a sharp eye on, and I think it's something that everybody should be highlighting if you're following along at home. Watch the way this team starts. You'll know a lot about what their headspace looks like and how this team is preparing to take on a group that beat them last night. The other thing I think for the Marksmen, and this is something that we've talked about all season long, special teams has to be better. And for some odd reason, the Macon Mayhem have found the keys to the kingdom when it comes to scoring against the Marksmen on the power play. They went 1 for 4 last night on the man advantage, scored a big goal. It was Brendan Hussey to retake the lead in the middle of the second period after Taylor Best had tied the game. The Marksmen had 2 chances on the power play late in the third period and couldn't convert on either of them. I thought they created chances on those last 2, but the power play, to be the 5th operating percentile in the league, has not looked sharp against this Macon group. And I think that's going to be something that the Marksmen have to have an advantage in, is the special teams department, as it was one of the things that really victimized them last night. Strong start, strong special teams for the Fayetteville Marksmen in this game. Meanwhile, for the Macon Mayhem, they've got to make sure that they keep Michael Stiliadis in a position where he can make saves. This was the key to victory last night. Greg Hussey is not known to be this world-renowned goaltender. He's not in the same league that guys like Hunter Vorva and Brent Moran and guys like that are in. He had an easy job last night, and that's the reason that he was so big in the last 5 minutes for the Macon Mayhem, is because he hadn't been taxed early. Don't get me wrong. He's a guy who came up with a handful of huge saves in the last 5 minutes of that contest, and a big reason that Macon was able to hang on to that 3-2 lead and work it into a victory. Tonight, Michael Stiliadis is in net, and while Stiliadis may have the edge in overall technique and gameplay, he hasn't played particularly well against the Marksmen this season and has been lifted twice in appearances against Fayetteville. That means tonight, the Mayhem defense is going to want to keep the Marksmen at bay on the perimeter and out of the slot, where the Marksmen have been able to do most of their damage offensively. The other thing for the Macon Mayhem, and I thought they did a good job of this last night, but not a great job, they want to remain the more physical team. They want to make sure that the Marksmen are out of this game mentally and physically. And if they're able to maintain a good physical presence throughout the entirety of the contest, this could be another close game that Macon may find a way to sneak out in the end with a victory. It's going to be a fun one here. And oh, by the way, it's a theme night. For those of you following along on Hockey TV, both teams are in specialty jerseys tonight on Rocky versus Rambo night. Round 1 here in Macon. Round 2 will be in Fayetteville next Saturday. For the Marksmen, they're in the Rocky uniforms, the gold boxing robe with the red, white, and blue boxing shorts and the high-top boxing shoes. Meanwhile, it's a backwoods jungle look for the Macon Mayhem as they're in muscle shirts. Black with a bullet strap going all the way around the length of the jersey. For those of you who haven't seen him yet, you're in for a treat. Folks, it's going to be a fun Saturday night here from Middle Georgia. Puck drop between the Mayhem and the Marksmen is next.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salad.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
A hearty hello and good evening to you from Macon, Georgia. Tonight, the Fayetteville Marksmen look to split the weekend series against the Macon Mayhem by evening things up. I'm Drew Blevins. I'll be alongside with you for this one. This was a hotly contested game from start to finish last night. Scott Coash ended up being the hero, scoring late in the third period to score a 3-2 win for the Macon Mayhem, their first regulation victory over the Marksmen since March 2nd of 2019. It's Rocky versus Rambo night here in Macon, Georgia. The Mayhem playing the part of Rambo. They'll be in the skin-colored uniforms with the black sleeveless shirt, navy breezers, and skin-colored socks. Meanwhile, for the Fayetteville Marksmen, it's a loud look. It's the gold Rocky boxing uniform, the red, white, and blue shorts, and the white high-top boxing sneakers as socks. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one for Macon, Georgia, as away we go with a quick start to the game, icing against the Marksmen, and the face-off will come down to the end of Brent Moran. Let's go ahead and have a look at tonight's starting goaltenders. Moran is 10-3 for the Marksmen this season, with a 2.38 goals against average and a .919 save percentage. He does have one shutout. Michael Stiliadis, 4-19-3 on the year for the Mayhem with a 4.67 save percentage and an 8.65 save percentage and a 4.67 goals against average. Marksman will bring the puck ahead as it'll be taken away by Lambrecht and played up the far side boards, rolling in onto Moran. He'll play it out. Oliveri fumbles. Here's a centering pass that goes off of Zach Hoffman, who recovers as this puck is played right back behind the net for Caleb Cameron. Scoops it into the front, but Taylor Best intercepts it. He'll send this one up the near side glass. This puck is going to roll all the way down just beyond the goal line, and this is icing. 19:21 to go in this first period. So already 2 icings against the Marksmen, and that'll control the pace of play. And of course, icings in the first period not nearly as impactful as they can be down the stretch of a contest, and something certainly to keep a very close eye on as Hoffman will send it back behind the net. Renda shoots to the far side wing where Tanner Fraze backhands up to center. This will be Best. Slides through a body check as he'll be engaged in the far side corner by Brian Kerrigan. Moved up to the point as Andrew Lane sweeps to the near side blue line for Jarrett Cupp. He throws one on net, and Stiliadis swallows. 59 seconds into this hockey game, we're still scoreless. Jarrett Cupp out of Curry College. Solid player there for the Colonels. This is a very staccato start to this game. Here's Devin Brink, who opened the scoring last night. Gets by Cupp, but Andrew Lane is there to scoop up the loose change. Sends it up to the far side half wall to Taylor McCloy. He'll touch into the middle. Here comes Drake Glover. Pushes around his man, but lost the puck in the process. Here's a long drive. Stiliadis will kick it out. The rebound scooped up by the Mayhem. Dumped in on goal as Moran will catch, and he'll hang on. 18:29 to go in this first period, as we remain scoreless between the Marksmen and the Mayhem. As a reminder, these two teams will wear these jerseys again on Saturday, March 12th. That's next Saturday at the Crown Coliseum. You can catch that game right here on Hockey TV or get your tickets by skating to marksmanhockey.com, clicking the Tickets tab. Played to Cody Rogers in his own zone. He sends a long pass off the far sideboard. Sam Storman in first. Sends it ahead to Harrison Harper, who will give it into the middle. FX Girard to the near wing for Alex Reno. He'll play behind the net for Matt McNair, who is punished by Taylor Cutting. Behind the net, this will be FX Girard. Works all the way up to the point before finding McNair at the far side hash marks. He fires a wrist shot that goes off of Michael Snow on the way through. The Marksmen cannot hold the line, and this is cleared all the way down to Fayetteville's end. Harper snaps it through the center ice area. That was deflected off of a stick, so this will head back behind Stiliadis as Taylor Cutting works it up ice. Cutting dumps it in, one hop off the end wall. Moran is out to cover it, and he'll freeze with 17:28 to go in the first period. As the Clans will have words for each other behind Brent Moran. And keep an eye on that as well. I didn't think there was a lot of vim and vigor in yesterday's contest, for lack of a better phrase. I'll be interested to see if that intensity upticks here in this contest as the Mayhem win the draw. Here's a hard slap shot off Moran. It bounced right back in front of the net as Shane Bednard will be the one to find it here. Marksmen try to break it out, intercepted in the near side corner. Macon will hold the line again. This is backhanded all the way around the kick plate. Oliveri picks it up. He turns it over on the far side hash marks. Bednard reaching out for it will get bailed out by Hoffman, who sends it to the bench side boards. Peeling away with it here is Taylor Best. Finds Bednard in the near side wing. Bednard had a unique game last night. Pair of assists, but also had two penalties. One that resulted in a Brendan Hussey power play goal in the second period. Turning with it here is Draplik for the Mayhem behind his own goal line. Sends out to the far wing. Macon is ahead as a hard shoulders delivered on the bench side boards. Puck opens up. Could be a chance for Macon in front. Shoveled just wide of the near side goalpost. The rebound eludes the stick of Kerrigan, and all the way back to grab it will be Kyle Soper. Soper will give to Draplik. He'll skate behind of Michael Stiliadis. Brian Kerrigan will drop for Kyle Soper, sends it off the far boards, intercepted 3-on-2 for the Marksmen in tight. The pass to Best is blocked. Puck knocked free by McCloy, turned over, and Macon sends it all the way down. This is on goal. Moran's going to be forced to freeze it with 16:05 to go in this first period. That ends up being a fine play, so it does get you a whistle and an attacking zone draw. And it'll be those little victories, I think, that will really help Macon tonight, especially here in the early going. Marksmen win the draw. This pass is sent all the way ahead. Reamer's in a foot race for it. He's a step behind Ethan Bush Anderson. And this is icing with 15:56 to go in this first period. Seems like this game is dragging along, but the Marksmen have matched up better to start. Despite the fact this will be the fifth attacking zone draw for the Mayhem. And the Marksmen may need their centers in this one. Face off to the glove side of Moran is won by Fayetteville. And Harrison Harper will work to the far side boards, skates it up beyond the tops of the circles, and sends a centering pass to Glover, who touches it ahead, then gets off on a change. This is chipped into the attacking zone by Mikael Junk, as Junk will go crashing in after it. Puck scooped up by the Marksmen in the near corner, and here they come. Reimers will backhand to McCloy. He looks for a lane, fires over top of Stiliadis. Line will be held by Harrison Harper down the near side boards. A bouncing puck there. 2-by-2 they battle. The Marksmen come away with it. This is Reimers to the near point. Harper winds and fires a slap shot turned out by Stiliadis. A big rebound is handled by Reimers. Backhands behind the net for Alex Reno. He's bodied up. Sends a pass toward the front of the net that rolls off of a stick, and Michael Snow brings it ahead. Snow gains the red line and dumps it into the far corner. Sam Storman is the first in there with pressure from Zach Lambrecht coming. Lambrecht knocks down Storman, but Matt McNair is there to take the puck for Fayetteville. McNair will drop it back into the clutches of Zach Hoffman. He'll bring it ahead, and Hoffman just chips it into attacking ice, waiting for his defense partner Oliveri to get on, and he is, as the Mayhem will bring it back through center. This is flipped up in the air, bounces beyond the goal line. The first man in is for the Macon Mayhem. That was Snow. Now Taylor Best will take the puck. He works ahead as Best drops it back to Hoffman, looking for a lane. Here's a shot tipped on goal by Girard, just over top the crossbar. I don't think Stiliadis got a piece of it. Brian Kerrigan will forge ahead. The Marksmen have created a couple of good chances in this sequence. 14-18 to go in the first period. Here's a headman look intended for Taylor Best that's intercepted by Soper. He touches up ice. We're going to get a delayed penalty here. It's a takedown at the blue line. And now Hoffman will tie up Nigel Slade. And we may not quite be done here. A warning whistle as Taylor Cutting was accosted at the end of that sequence. And now he's going to grab hold of Don Oliveri. Ripped his helmet off. Oliveri will get the initial gate. We'll see if Taylor Cutting will go with him right after this.
Unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back to Macon, Georgia. Drew Blevins alongside you inside the broadcast booth from the Macon Centerplex. As it looks like Don Oliveri has been able to draw Taylor Cutting into a minor penalty at the end of the sequence. Our referee tonight is Jake Linnaeus, with linesmen Noah Ackerman and Ben Everett. And there is going to be an additional penalty here that'll go to the Marksmen, and I think that's Oliveri's initial gate for tripping. And that will be. So it will be a 5-on-4 power play, as this may not be as simple as we initially thought. Jake Linnaeus has had to come back to the scorer's table here, and he's going to have them take Taylor Cutting's penalty off. That's the reason for this pause. So as soon as that's set, we'll be ready to go. So Oliveri for tripping. It'll also be Oliveri for roughing to go with Taylor Cutting's roughing. And a power play start for the Macon Mayhem, and a quick drive from the point, and Cody Rogers is swallowed by Brent Moran. Difficult penalty there, I think, for Oliveri to take. Was more of an unfortunate fall than anything. And it looked like, from my vantage point, the Mayhem player may have stepped on the puck before he went down, as the Marksmen will win this face-off and send it the length of the rink. Nonetheless, as we told you in Marksmen pregame, special teams always important. The Marksmen want to win that special teams battle tonight. They'll be tested here early with 13:35 to go in this first period. Macon back into the attacking zone as McNair pulls out the pitching wedge and played a perfect backspin shot to the red line. That's PGA Tour quality here on the weekend of the Bay Hill. Dumped into the near side corner before it's passed to the near point for Rogers. Sweeps it across and gets it right back as Rogers will play pitch and catch. Lambrecht to the far side wing now. Calling for it again. He tees up a one-timer. Moran says no. The puck cleared to the near corner. Marksman to it. Harper clubs it off the far side half wall. Line held, but only for a moment as up in the play was Fraze to deflect the pass, and that'll send Rogers back to grab it. He turns it over to Jarrett Cupp. Could be a shorthanded chance down the near wing. Cupp fires. Stiliadis makes the save and will hold against his chest. 12:51 to go in the first period. And Jarrett Cupp, while he is at points in his career been a real weapon on the power play, not known for jumping up into the rush like that. A good chance for the Marksmen shorthanded. 49 seconds to go on the Oliveri minor. It's being served by Taylor Best. Face-off won by the Mayhem in their own zone. So it'll be scooped up on the far side wing and carried up ice by Curtis Hansen. Hansen will give to the near side boards for Mikhail Young to dump it in. All the way around to the far side half wall. Caleb Cameron took a stick up high, wanted a penalty, won't get one. Here's the reset to Soper. We'll send it to the near side wing, getting it right back. Playing pitch and catch along with Curtis Hansen, who turned it to the near side corner. Zach Hoffman clears this one clear over the glass. This is out of play, and for the next 20 seconds, it'll be a 5-on-3 advantage for the Macon Mayhem. Good crowd here in Macon, Georgia tonight, and they'll roar for a shorthanded opportunity as Hoffman sends it clean out of play. Time of this penalty will be 7:37 into the first, and the first real scoring opportunity for the Mayhem of this hockey game, and it'll be squandered as the faceoff is won cleanly by the Marksmen. They send it off the far side boards down the length of the rink, and now it's double time for Macon. Skated ahead by the captain, Joseph Draplik. He'll look for a shot, but he's offside. 12:08 to go in the first period, just 5 seconds to go in the 5-on-3 with Taylor Best standing in the box. He's serving the extra minor against Oliveri. Face-off will be from right in front of the Marksman bench, just across the blue line in center ice. It's won by Fayetteville to Harrison Harper, who gets under this one on his backhand and sends it right to Joseph Draplik, who will carry it up from his own blue line. 5-on-4 advantage for the Mayhem as the Marksmen have killed off one penalty. Curtis Hansen pulls the trigger on a wrist shot. Moran clubs it off the end boards using the goal paddle. McCloy gets to the loose puck, and he's got to play it behind the net. Harper rims it around the kick plate. Line is held, and now a chance for Macon at the far side face-off circle. Quick wrist shot off Moran. The rebound in front was too hot to handle, but a good chance for Caleb Cameron, who holds here. Tried to pick a spot. Instead, it's blocked by McCloy. Line held initially by Soper. McCloy gets to the loose puck, and he'll wrist it all the way down the length of the ice. Mikhail Young will head back to retrieve this one. He'll drop it behind of Stiliadis with 50 seconds to go in the Hoffman delay of game minor. To Cody Rogers, who sends it up the far side boards. Here come the Mayhem. Dumped to Devin Brink. He gives to Cody Rogers with a hard one-timer, kicked out by Moran. Loose puck battled for by Tanner Fraze for the Marksman. Sends it out to the blue line. This line is held by Rogers by a half puck length. Now Moran trying to help his own cause. He'll clear around the kick plate. Line held by Rogers at the near point. Teed up a slap shot, fakes it, gets it right back, now fires. Moran kicks it out. The rebound right back to the point. 19 seconds to go in the power play for the Mayhem. Rogers probing. Turns it to his defense partner. Here's a drive. Kicked out by Moran. The Marksman still unable to clear. The Mayhem have it at the far face-off circle. Here's a drive off the cheater pad of Moran. And the Mayhem still get to the rebound. Now Rogers tees it up. This is blocked by McNair, and the Marksman will ice it, so no change for the PK unit. Oh, boy. 10:15 to go in the first period. And this sequence could not have ended any more poorly for the Marksmen unless this is going to be a miscalled icing, and that's what the officials are going to say. So the Marksmen are going to get bailed out as the officials will admit a mistake, and the reason is that puck wasn't tipped. No, the officials are going to say that the penalty had not expired when the puck was shot. Fayetteville will dodge a bullet with a new line out. This is Reimers who gives to the point for Harper. Long wrist shot, kicked away by Stiliadis. He's picking up the puck here and driving forward is Dakota Ulmer. He drops for Michael Snow. The near corner, Snow turns into the middle for Koash. His bid is well wide of the net. Marksman work on the far side half wall, stolen away by Ulmer, keeping it at his own zone. Now to Koash. His shot rolls up the stick of Harper and out of play. 9:45 to go in the first period. The Marksman penalty kill doing yeoman's work. We're still tied 0-0.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
9:45 to go in the first period as the Marksmen win a draw in their own zone. Glover will send it to the far side wing. Is driving in here, the Marksman. Here's an off-angle shot that goes through the goal mouth harmlessly. Picked up by Fayetteville once again and played to the near side corner. Moved up where Hussey will touch it into the middle. Given to the far side boards. Macon's into attacking ice. Here's a shot that's matched up stick on stick by Cup, and it's out of play. I tell you what, I think these jerseys are cool looking. But in case of the Macon Mayhem, the most difficult thing to do is read the secondary number because the bullet strap goes around it. Single digits, we're all good. But there aren't a lot of them for Macon. That's Bush Anderson, Lambrecht, Cutting, and Rogers. And that's it. So bear with us here as we go through this unique experience. And again, we'll do it all over again Saturday, March 12th as Reimers' shot is swallowed by Stiliadis. That'll be at the Crown Coliseum. And you can get your tickets by skating to marksmanhockey.com, clicking the Tickets tab. And speaking of tickets, good turnout for this Saturday night contest in Macon. Thing to keep a sharp eye on here, though, for the Marksmen is Saturdays have been welcome relief. The Marksmen have dropped each of their last 3 Friday games, regardless of if they've been at home or on the road. Push to the near side boards as this will be shot toward the net by Hansen, immediately blocked by Storman. Behind the net, the Mayhem will center. An opportunity goes by the wayside as Best takes it away, and now a 3-on-2 for the Marksmen. Here's Taylor Best down the near side wing. His shot smothered by Stiliadis. An awkward shot there, too, by Best. That's not the angle he wanted to pull the trigger from. And for a shot that was relatively low to the ice, Stiliadis does a good job to find it in his equipment and cover without giving up a rebound. .8:57 to go in the first period. Macon 0, Fayetteville 0. As the Marksmen look to get back to their winning ways. Face-off 1 to Tanner Fraze, but stolen away from him by Dakota Ulmer. Ulmer blows by Oliveri and dumps it to the near side corner. Taken there by Cameron, who moves it up to the point. Here's a drive. Misses well wide of the far post. Best onto the rebound. Scoops it up the near side boards, but Macon will drive Kyle Soper back to retrieve. He finds Koash, and he'll skate it right up Broadway. Koash to the far boards, chipped in by Caleb Cameron with Dakota Ulmer going to chase. Ulmer runs into Andrew Lane, who coughs up the puck. Bednard is there, and he'll give to FX Girard. Girard goes driving, getting around his man. First in front, into the slot, they score! Taylor Best drives right in front of the goal crease, gets the pass from Girard, and makes no mistake in finishing, and the Marksmen lead 1-0. Just what the doctor ordered for the Fayetteville Marksmen. This goal comes 11:45 into the first period. It's Taylor Best, who scored last night as well, will have his 13th goal of the season. On the feed from FX Girard, and Shane Bednard has factored in on every goal scored this weekend for the Marksmen. This is turned over at the red line. Rogers gives into the low slot. The pass taken away initially by Reynaud. A bouncing puck settled by the Marksmen in their own end. Cup gives to Reynaud. A long cross-ice pass. He's got Matt McNair, who tries to drive on Bush Anderson. Bush Anderson gets the better of him as Girard comes in to try to knock the puck free. Macon will take it. Ahead to Lambrecht, who will give to Cameron. He's into attacking ice, but lost the puck as soon as he got there. And the Marksmen are back out through center. 1-0 the goal. 7:30 to go in the first period. As Reimers brings it ahead, looking in front as he had a man with him. But this pass is intercepted by Nigel Slade. Slade fights through contact and will work ahead. Nigel Slade will chip it into the near side corner as Sam Storman finds it. Storman turned it over. Here's a chance in front. Moran seals himself along the goal line. The rebound is in. It looks like it'll be Devin Brink who found the loose puck. And if it is, it's his second goal of the weekend, and the Mayhem tie it. So just as soon as the Marksmen took the lead, they'll give it back. Brent Moran thought he had the puck, was sealed along the goal line with his pads locked down. And as soon as you blink, it's 1-1. Here's Lane, punished back behind the net. And the Marksmen will send it all the way to the far boards. Here's a foot race for it. Icing is waved as Draplik is a step ahead of Fraze. Marksmen will forecheck, forcing a turnover. Lane slaps it off frame, and Draplik will come to grab it. They'll try to break out of the far side half wall. Stolen by Tanner Fraze, but taken away from him, and here comes Macon. Driving with the puck here is Michael Snow. He shoots. Moran says no. The Marksmen clear the rebound. Now a foot race again. Draplik is back and gives it to Taylor Cutting. Cutting will rotate and backhand to Draplik on the near side boards in the Macon end. Pushes it directly ahead as this will be dumped in by Brendan Hussey. Behind the net, Caleb Cameron goes to chase. Cameron knocked once, but is able to find Hussey behind the net. Centering pass bounces right into the clutches of Moran, who will hold with 6:04 to go in the first period. So the face-off will go to the glove side of Brent Moran. A tie-up off the draw. The puck's still in the face-off circle. Finally cleared up the far side glass by the Marksmen. Icing waved again. Is back to grab this is Kerrigan. Passes it through the legs of Matt McNair, but he didn't go very far. As the Mayhem have to settle to dumping this into the far corner. Zach Hoffman will leave it for Don Oliveri. Oliveri rotates behind Brent Moran. He'll look up ice. Sends it to the far wing for FX Girard, who tried to chip ahead to McCloy. Instead, he's got to go backwards for Oliveri, who gave to Hoffman and will push up for Taylor McCloy. McCloy shoots. That was high off the chest pad of Stiliadis. Macon is able to get it back out to center with good pressure from Hansen. Marksman will reset there. Oliveri around his man. He fires off Stiliadis and wide. The rebound catches the curvature in the boards and will go all the way down to the end of Brent Moran. 5:05 to go in this first period. We'll go to a timeout at the next non-goal whistle. Oliveri slides it ahead to Taylor McCloy. McCloy driving up ice as he slides by Cody Rogers. Played off the end wall. Brink, the goal scorer for Macon, has it. Devin Brink wrists it around. He'll get this one out as Harrison Harper will chase it down at the red line. Harper dumps it in down the near side glass. Around Stiliadis to the far side half wall. Rogers turns it over to Taylor Best, who has the goal for the Marksmen. Sent up to the point. A shot flutters into the clutches of Ethan Bush Anderson. He dumps it up the far board. Sam Storman will stop him there initially. Storman and Bush Anderson collide for the puck right along the Macon bench. Storman comes away with it, shot it right back to Bush Anderson, and it's Koash coming to the rescue for the Mayhem. Scott Koash, he's into attacking ice. Backhands to Snow. He fires, but misses wide of the near post. Up to the point, the line is held by Cutting. Marksman will take it in the far side corner. The cross-ice pass to Best will get this to neutral ice. Taylor Best will drop it back for Harrison Harper. Sends a cross-rink pass to Sam Storman. Gives it right back across the ice for Taylor Best, who's taken down by Ulmer. Headman's to Hussey. He's got a man going with him, but coughs up the puck to Fraze. Marksmen are unable to get out of the zone cleanly. They will be forced to reset, as here's Best with the puck. Twirls around Cutting. Taylor Best fires, hit the far side post, and it stays out. Good chance for Best to have his second of the night, as right now he's the only marksman with his engine going. Best taken down in front of the net. This will be a penalty against Draplik for tripping. We'll tell you about it when we come back. 3:30 to go in the first period. Marksmen go to the power play. Next.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
3:30 to go in the first period here from Macon, Georgia. It's the Macon Mayhem and the Fayetteville Marksmen have played to a 1-1 tie to this point. Joseph Draplik to the penalty box for a tripping, as the time of the penalty is 16:30 into the first period. And the Marksmen go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play for the first time in this game. St. Peter Pest Control provides year-round pest control solutions. Send all your bugs to see St. Peter. Marksmen were 0 for 4 on the man advantage yesterday, including 2 late-game power plays that go by the wayside, as this one hops over the stick of Glover, and a shorthanded chance for Macon. This is Nigel Slade, the former marksman, with a long wrist shot swallowed by Brent Moran, and he'll cover with 3 minutes to go in this first period. Corey Melkert has been adamant in defending his man advantage unit and the strategy, and it's a power play that's ranked 5th in the league, but I think that can be a little bit deceptive, because at times this is a power play that's been able to put 2 and 3 in the back of the net in a single game. They've only got 37 power play goals this year, and when you look at that, it's not a consistently converting unit. When they're on, and when they're off, well, there's no telling how long it'll be again. The Marksmen looking for a get-right game here tonight as they hold the line. Oliveri will sweep to Bednard, who sends it off the far side boards. Here's a centering pass. Fraze gives to Best. Chips it off the post and in! Taylor Best with his second of the game. This one's on the power play, and the Marksmen are up 2-1. Merciful heavens, what a play that was by Taylor Best. This one comes 17:30 into the first period. He's got his second of the evening, and the Fayetteville Marksmen are back in the driver's seat 2-1. Well, it's the season for basketball, as Bill Raftery would say, with a kiss off the post and in. That's a gorgeous goal by Best. And a late first period goal as well that could very well shift momentum for the Marksmen. There's just a lot of good things to say about that play, as Koash floats it right to Brent Moran. He'll hang on. So the face-off will be to the far side circle in the Marksman end. won by Macon. And the Mayhem have had a sharp weekend in the circle. So they'll go to war. The far side corner for this puck, 3-on-3 in that small area. Mikhail Yunk is the one to come away with it. Centers for Snow off a stick, and Moran will cover. Just wanting to get a whistle. Control that pace of play. I thought that was also interesting about last night's contest is it really seemed like it was a fast and loose game, and the Marksmen are a team that operates a lot better when there are whistles. And we've seen the struggles against Knoxville as a run-and-gun team. And Macon is by no means a run-and-gun group, but it was a fast game last night. The Marksmen have been able to control pace here as another bid floats its way on to Moran, and he'll cover. And you'll just see a lot of familiarity and how comfortable the Marksmen can play when the game is at this speed right here. Minute and 52 seconds to go in the first period. Shots displayed, as we've told you in this building, they're not always on time, but they're displayed as 10-10. So the Marksmen will win this draw to the blocker side of Moran. Oliveri wanted to send it up ice. His pass is knocked down and dumped back in by Brendan Hussey, with Lambrecht going to chase. Oliveri takes care of him. The Marksmen clear it to center, but not with possession, as it's just backhanded deep into attacking space by Taylor Cutting, who got knocked by Drake Glover. Marksmen retrieve in their own end. Oliveri bumped, sending it up the near side boards. Reimers looking for help from Glover. This is a rolling puck on the far side half wall, as Hoffman will send it up ice to Zach Reimers. Reimers circles at the red line, has a man driving with him 2-on-2. The shot deflects off a defender on the way through. That was Draplik to get in the way. And Taylor McCloy has the rebound for the Marksmen. Minute to go in the first period. Reimers sends it up the far side boards. Oliveri pinwheels. He's dropped. This will be a penalty. Zach Lambrecht will be called for this one as Oliveri pirouettes and was taken down on a rogue hit. Nigel Slade had a few passing words for Jake Linnaeus. This is going to be a tripping call, as every penalty in this hockey game outside the matching minors and the delay of game has been a tripping call. This one is going to take a strong player for the Mayhem off the ice. And it comes with 53 seconds to go in the first period. That's in one of those danger areas where if the Marksmen can get a chance, this could go squee-walled and a really late first period goal. Best is open in the slot. Here's a chance in front. Everybody hammering for the puck, and Best backhands it wide. Working on 2 goals already. He gives to Oliveri at the point. Now to Bednard, far face-off circle. That one's tipped off Stiliadis. The Mayhem rim it, but it's off of a glass stanchion, and Oliveri holds the line. He's around 2 defenders, working in front, trying to lift it on the short side. Stiliadis will seal. Behind the net, Tanner Fraze has it for the Marksmen. Sends it to the near point. This is Taylor Best. Cross-ice pass to Bednard. Has got Oliveri there. 13 seconds to go in the period. Oliveri back for Bednard. Gives to Oliveri. His one-timer through traffic, swallowed by Stiliadis. Good chance for Don Oliveri there, and you see why he was able to take the team lead in points with an assist last night. Oliveri, when he's on his game, does a little bit of everything. He lays body checks. He's a team leader vocally, scores goals, does a little bit of it all. 7 seconds to go in the period. Oliveri's going to tee it up again. Stiliadis makes the save. The rebound loose. Cleared by the Mayhem out to center, and that's where the frame will come to a close. Good chances for the Marksmen late as they turn on the Jets during the last 5 minutes of that period. The Marksmen lead 2-1 over the Macon Mayhem at the completion of 20 minutes of play. We'll have the shots on goal total coming for you right after these messages from our corporate partners. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. Drew Blevins alongside you as the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 2-1 lead over the Macon Mayhem through 20 minutes of regulation play. Shots on goal during the first period for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 17, and for the Macon Mayhem, 12. And that could be a little bit of an indicator of a lot of long floaters in this hockey game. But I also think at the same time, the Marksmen have done a much better job of getting to the net front. They've done a much better job of making life difficult on this Macon defense. And as a result, they're the team that comes away with the lead at the end of 20 minutes. The Marksmen checked off a lot of boxes on things that they wanted to fix. They scored first. They kept the lead for a significant amount of time at the end of the period, getting the goal back, and they responded. We've already seen that pay huge dividends for Fayetteville against Macon, is being able to respond and keep this game tight. And for the Marksmen, I really thought in the last 5 minutes of the first period, which has historically been an area that they have not played their best hockey, they took the advantage there. And I think that is massive for this Marksman group, especially moving forward in this hockey game. They will have 1 minute and 7 seconds of power play time remaining after the minor against Zach Lambrecht. But a lot of positives this period for the Marksmen, and certainly feels like a very different hockey game than the one we saw yesterday between these two teams. Let's go ahead and put this game on reset for you. We start things off about halfway through the first period, a little beyond actually, 11:45 into the frame with Taylor Best banging home a one-timer off the stick of FX Girard and Shane Bednard. Really good combination there, and I thought it was important for the Marksmen to score and score in that way. That's a really pretty goal for Fayetteville, and one that they can kind of put in the mental bank as being important. Devin Brink is able to answer, though, just 1 minute and 5 seconds later on an assist from Nigel Slade and Curtis Hansen. Brink has his 11th of the season and his twice in as many games. And then Taylor Best gets his 13th of the year from Drake Glover and Shane Bednard as he's able to find a rebound and poke it up high, short side on Stiliadis. That's a power play marker, as Fayetteville was unable to score on the man advantage last night. They are 1 for 1 and working on one here this evening. Massive improvements for the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll pause for these messages from our corporate partners. Coming back on the other side, we'll give you a quick glance at the SPHL playoff picture and preview the Marksman homestand that is to come. This is Marksman Hockey.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Hey, it's Goldie from Good Morning Fayetteville for St. Peter Pest Control. They've been doing my pest control services all summer, and it's been wonderful not to have to deal with answer mosquitoes the last few months. All that money I saved in calamine lotion. Ray and Preston St. Peter show up, they spray outside, but they also do in-home pest control. So if you have roaches or, dare I say, rodents, they'll take care of them as well, because the last thing you need is unwanted visitors making a nest in your Christmas decorations up in the attic. Call St. Peter Pest Control. They send all your bugs and pests to see St. Peter.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. Drew Blevins alongside with you in the broadcast booth. At the first period intermission, the Fayetteville Marksmen have a 2-1 lead on the Macon Mayhem. Let's go ahead and have a look at what's going on around the league in regards to standings and how this shakes out for the playoffs. There was movement last night. We did not have a clinching situation, but the Vermilion County Bobcats, with their loss last night, have been eliminated from playoff contention. That means Macon is next on the chopping block, and depending on what happens, they could be eliminated from contention as soon as next weekend if the Marksmen can come away with 3 straight victories. I think we touched on it briefly yesterday. That 6-point spread is what they're looking at. Either way, it's either 6 points won by Roanoke/Evansville or 6 points lost by themselves in terms of losing hockey games. Evansville was able to inch above Roanoke for that 7th spot. So here are the playoff matchups as they stand right now. The number 1 overall seed, the Huntsville Havoc, with their win over Knoxville last night, would be hosting the Rail Yard Dogs. And there are a lot of people in Roanoke who are hoping that is the series that they get. And the reason being is the rail yard dogs have just had the Havoc's number. They've been able to have some success against Huntsville, and while this has been just an abysmal stretch for Roanoke in their last handful of games, it's one of those situations where just seeing a familiar opponent and an opponent that you've beaten before could be just what the doctor ordered. Conversely to that, though, it's been really funny to watch the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, and I thought Corey Melkert said it really well in a passing conversation with Jason Binkley and myself. He goes, we fixed the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, and we gave away 4 wins, and then we broke them with that 4-game win streak, and since then they just have not been the same. And, of course, there's a lot of concern over what the roster may look like with Billy Vizzo done for the year and now Chris Vela being suspended. In the 2-7 matchup, it's Peoria and Evansville right now. Again, a lot of motion still to be done. Peoria has played Evansville a handful of times. Very familiar matchup. The 3-6 right now stands as Knoxville versus Pensacola. I think that's an interesting matchup and one that intrigues me because they're both teams that like to score. They want to get out. They want to play in the open ice. And you could see a slugfest in that one. When's the last time you talked about hearing a 7-6 playoff game? Because I think that's what you could potentially be looking at, especially if Knoxville gives up goals at the pace they did against Huntsville last night, and that was just a wild contest. And then the 4-5 is Quad City and Fayetteville. Those two separated by 953 miles door-to-door from the Crowns Coliseum to the Tax Slayers Center. Home ice advantage could be big in that one, and the reason being is you want to play 2 in front of your home crowd most certainly, but just that initial travel, whether it be the first game in Fayetteville or the first game in Quad City, that is going to take a toll on whoever has to make that trek first. And the first game, I think, is monumentally important in the playoffs regardless, but especially in a series where there is a lot of travel because you can get to a destination, and whether it be home or road, you know that you're going to have 2 swings in that spot to get the job done if you're able to win game 1 in a different location. That's the way the SPHL playoffs shake up right now. Again, a rundown of the projected matchups if the playoffs started today. Huntsville, Roanoke, Peoria, Evansville, Knoxville, Pensacola, Quad City, and Fayetteville. And, of course, as soon as we say that, all of those could change as soon as tomorrow. Good races going on for playoff seeding as we head down the stretch of March here at the SPHL regular season. Coming up on the other side of this break, we'll take you around the world of sports and the SPHL. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. No other games have dropped the puck yet. The first one that will be in Birmingham at 8 p.m. as the Bulls host the Knoxville Ice Bears. Huntsville makes the westward journey to take on Vermilion County. They'll also drop the puck at 8. Evansville is in Quad City as Quad City will celebrate their 25th anniversary of hockey in Moline, Illinois. That'll drop at 8:10. And that is all the SPHL action this evening. Tomorrow is a Sunday that is filled with another 3 games. Quad City at Evansville, Roanoke at Peoria, Huntsville at Vermilion County as the Rail Yard Dogs are in bad need of a win. Huntsville looking to collect points to stay on top of the league. In the world of college basketball, it is a sentimental evening in Durham, North Carolina. The final regular season game at Cameron Indoor Stadium for Mike Krzyzewski. The historic college basketball coach will go down as one of the greatest of all time. His Duke Blue Devils lead the North Carolina Tar Heels 41-39 at halftime. And in Greensboro at the ACC Women's Basketball Tournament, Miami scores an upset win over Notre Dame after upsetting Louisville last night. The Hurricanes are on their way to vie for an ACC title. Standing in their way, Elisa Cunane and the number 1 ranked in the ACC, NC State Wolfpack, as State looks for their 3rd consecutive ACC Women's Basketball title. 2-1 the score here in Macon. The Marksmen will have 1 minute and 7 seconds of power play time to go when we come back.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome back inside the Macon Centerplex. Drew Blevins alongside you as we're ready to start period number 2 here from Middle Georgia. The final trip of the year for the Macon Mayhem, or for the Fayetteville Marksmen to visit the Macon Mayhem. These 2 teams will close the season series next weekend, Friday and Saturday, March 11th and 12th. First Responder Appreciation Night on Friday, and then Rocky versus Rambo Night round 2, this time in Fayetteville. Man, have we been treated to a scintillating jersey matchup this evening. And that'll be an especially fun night as well for the Marksmen as they will celebrate the birthday of their owner, Chuck Norris, and also the birthday of the equipment manager, Ryan Sanford. Speaking of birthdays, a lot of them in the Marksmen organization. Mine was Thursday. Drake Glover's is today, and a happy birthday to Drake Glover, who has scored in 3 of his last 5 games, has points in 4 of his last 5. And tomorrow, the birthday of both Sam Storman and Matt McNair, as the Marksmen are offside entering the zone. And the game clock is not stopped. No sign of the game clock stopping. So there are 15 extra seconds there that matriculated off the clock. And I'm sure that The off-ice officials here in Macon have noticed that, and they'll give us a generous pause before resuming play with the face-off happening right in front of the Marksman penalty box. 2-1 Fayetteville. 22 seconds gone by here in the second period as the Marksmen win the ensuing draw. This is Glover, the birthday boy, who will drive behind the net. Glover works to the far side corner as Taylor Best will have it up to the point. This is Oliveri. Swings back for Best at the far face-off circle. Sitting on 2 goals behind the net is Glover. He centers for a one-timer from Fraze that flutters on him. Now it bounces back to the front. Hat trick, Taylor Best! Oh, baby, he does it! 3-1, a power play goal for the Marksmen as the rebound leaked out to the far side goal post. Best has his third, and the Marksmen are rolling. This goal comes 45 seconds into the period. Best on the power play makes it 3-1, and Fayetteville's up a pair. Taylor Best will have his 14th of the season, his third tonight. A hat trick for Taylor Best as he's accounted for all 3 Marksman goals. Dumped in by the man of the hour, Best. He's out of his net to play it as Stiliadis. So Taylor Best 3, the Macon Mayhem 1. Corey Melkert has been so highly complimentary of what Best has done for this group and has talked about his mentality and the way he plays the game. And such a welcome addition after spending a long time on injured reserve. Here's a long drive. And to put that in perspective for you, Best now has 33 points of the season. He'll be vying for the top spot on the team at the end of this game. But Taylor Best has only played 30 games this season, including this one. And what he's done with 11 and 12 games fewer than some of his teammates has been just fantastic. This is driven ahead by Macon, and Kyle Soper will dump it in behind the net. Handled by Jarrett Cupp. Will backhand up the near boards to Reimers. He sends ahead to McCloy. This could be a 2-on-1. McCloy working on Soper, fires a wrist shot into the chest of Stiliadis, and he'll hold. 2 minutes and 3 seconds into this second period. The Marksmen with a pair of power play goals. They are perfect on the man advantage. Taylor Best scoring all 3 tonight for the Marksmen. Face-off won by the Mayhem as Snow will draw it back. The Marksmen on the forecheck. A good move made here by the Mayhem. This is brought ahead by Cody Rogers. Gets the better of Glover. Rogers coughs up the puck, though, to McCloy. Drops for Reimers on a good stick lift. Reimers is pinned on the near side boards, very near the blue line. Wins it down the half wall to Drake Glover, who goes driving. Glover uses the net as a screen to create some space as Rogers drops Reimers. Puck jostles free. Here come the Mayhem. Koash overtaken by Andrew Lane, who's attacking, and this is going to be offside against the Marksmen, who had not cleared the zone. So a neutral zone face-off up comes here. Andrew Lane in his second pro game. Quiet guy off the ice. Did a lot of warm-up exercises kind of by himself, and it'll be interesting to talk to him throughout this week, because the Marksmen have a really strong dressing room culture as this one is shot up a stick all the way out of play. And that may have bounced into the Marksman fan section. There's a good 15 or 20 Marksman fans down in the first 5 rows right next to the Marksman bench. So the face-off back to center, but Lane settling into a group that has very strong culture. It can be difficult to fit in, and every new Marksman that has come in mid-season has talked about that. It always comes back to mind. Harrison Harper told me after the first loss in Knoxville in November that he felt like he was playing with a team that had been together for 3 seasons. Moran comes up with a big save here. This is going to spring a rush. Bednard down the near side wing, has Best driving the net, sends it to him. Stiliadis Searches for the pass, finds it, and will cover. That will quell the effort. Top line really getting back to form for Fayetteville here in this contest. So the draw will be to the glove side of Stiliadis. 16:51 to go in the second period. As McNair will toe in for the draw. Won it initially, but a good play made by Lambrecht to come up and poke it free. This is lifted back to center by the marksman. Gerard reaching for it, but this is offside as Lambrecht was still over the blue line, reaching over to try to make a play. $16:41 to go in the second period. 3-1 Marksmen. Taylor Best accounting for all three. Behind the net, this is Jarrett Cupp, who will send it to Alex Reynaud. He loses possession as Kerrigan will hold the line for the Mayhem. Forced to dump it in. Cupp behind the net starts the breakout to Matt McNair on the far side half wall. Sends to Reynaud, who will give it right back for McNair. McNair backhands to FX Gerard. Down the far side boards he goes. Gerard driving in front, stick handles once. Look for a shooting lane. None was there as the Mayhem survive back out to center. Around Reynaud, driving in here is Young. Off-angle shot swallowed by Brent Moran. Thought it was an interesting comment by Corey Melkert in talking about his starting netminder, Brent Moran. And he said he didn't think that Moran had his best game last night. Moran came up with 29 saves on 32 shots in the losing effort, but that game could have gotten a lot more squee-walled had he not made some heroic saves. And I always think it's important for a goaltender to give his team the chance to win, and Moran kept him in it all night. Here come the Marksmen, right up Broadway. Gerard's around his man, he shoots. Stiliadis says no, the puck is loose, and it nearly creeped across the goal line as Stiliadis went searching for it. He never felt it hit him in the chest. The Mayhem dodge a bullet as Reimers will try to reset. Down the near sideboards, taken away by Bush Anderson, who sends it the length of the rink, and this is icing. Marksmen have really turned on the Jets here since the 5-minute mark to go in the first period. They've been clearly the better team. So this face-off is right back to the glove side of Stiliadis. McCloy will take it for the Marksman. But it's won instead by Michael Snow as the Mayhem look to break it out. Cross-ice pass, and here they go. Yunk overskated it, and Harper will dump it back in for the Marksman. Everybody will reset. Macon will skate it up ahead cautiously. Ahead of the attacking blue line, Koash will float it up ice. Rogers instead has to be the one to dump it in. This is Moran, who will give to Don Oliveri. As the Mayhem will get off, completing a line change. Oliveri takes 2 steps ahead of the near post, will find Tanner Fraze. He's tied up by Nigel Slade. Fraze gets through it, sent it up to center where Drapluk will take it and dump it back in. Now Harper snaps a pass up ice for Best, off his forehand, ends up hard on the end wall. Best collides hard with Drapluk. The puck knocked free. This is Bednard. Gives up to the point for Harrison Harper. Harper shovels for Bednard at the far face-off circle. Bednard to Best in front, stick handles. We've got a whistle here. Where did it come from? That may have came from Jake Linnaeus. And Joseph Drapluk is hobbled getting off the ice. 14:38 to go in the second period. The Marksmen have a 3-1 lead.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If you're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Well, the crowd moaned about a collision between Taylor Best and Joseph Drapluk right before that media timeout. Drapluk is staying on the bench for now. But that was a hard collision, and one I don't think Pest intended to be that way. It looked like Drapluk lost his footing as Pest was colliding for the puck, and that resulted in a rather awkward fall, and we'll keep an eye on the Macon captain. Face-off will stay in the Marksman attacking end. It'll be to the blocker side of Michael Stiliadis. As Bednard is back out there with his line mates, including Taylor Pest. Has the puck here off the face-off win. Pest with a one-timer, wristed off of Kerrigan. To the far side corner it goes. Pest, the last line of defense, so the breakout pass. This one bounces off of Mayhem's stick as Macon is right back into attacking ice. Driving ahead is Devin Brink, working against his number opposite, Andrew Lane. Lane finds Pest, who tries to skate up the far side boards. He's dispossessed. Lane will reset to the near wing. This is Jared Cupp, his defense partner. Backhands to Bednard. Shane Bednard across the blue line. Dipsy-doos around his man, but lost the puck at the blue line after a really good head fake. Andrew Lane sends it right back up the near side boards. Bednard has it, but the Marksmen are offside as FX Sherrard was a half step over the blue line. So we get a pause with 13:57 to go into second period. Marksman fans, don't forget, Fayetteville is at home for their next 5 games. That's right, Friday and Saturday, March 11th and 12th. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, March 17th, 18th, and 19th. The Marksmen will enjoy their longest home stretch of the season. Get your tickets for Marksman home games by skating to marksmanhockey.com, clicking the Tickets tab. It'll be a fun-filled 5 games as a hard hit is delivered behind the net by Reynaud. Tracking on Drapluk, who's right back out there after being hobbled off the hit from Pest. Drapluk sends to the far side half wall, and here comes Macon. Caleb Cameron dumps it in as he's dropped by Harrison Harper. This will be a delayed penalty. Interference is the call on Harper, who looked like he got a free hand on the back of the Breezers of the attacking forward. And the Marksman will go back to the Freddy's penalty kill. Marksmen are a perfect 2 for 2 on the Freddy's penalty kill in this hockey game. This penalty comes 6:29 into the second. The face-off will be to the glove side of Brent Moran. Face-off won by Macon. As they'll go to work on the man advantage. Had a goal last night, went 1 for 4. Rogers gives to the far side wing, sets up for a one-timer. Stick fails him, could be a 2-on-1 for the Marksman. Fraze is tripped up. It looked like he may have stepped on the broken stick and is forced to just dump it out. And that would have been big for the Marksman, a strong shorthanded chance. Here's Nigel Slade, carries it ahead of the attacking blue line as Macon will hold the zone. Driving in here is Young. As he backhands to the far side wing, Macon begins to set things up. Rogers sweeps to the near point. This is Lambrecht. All the way across the rink. Brink pulls the trigger. Moran may have gotten a piece of that shot that was sailing high. Lambrecht to Rogers, resetting to Lambrecht. He shoots. This one goes off the stick in front. Oliveri to the rebound. He'll backhand it to the point. Rogers holds the line. Cody Rogers sends it right back into traffic. Knocked down his own man. Devin Brink has the rebound. Brink to the point. Lambrecht sweeps across for Nigel Slade. Slade looking, gives to the point. Here's a one-timer from Rogers, deflected on the way through over the crossbar. The rebound is a setup to Devin Brink. 49 seconds to go on the power play. Brink sweeps to the near side wing for Mikael Young. Young in front, punched out by Moran. Rebound scooped up by Devin Brink, the lone goal scorer for Macon. Gives to Lambrecht all the way across for a one-timer that is fanned on. The far side boards by Slade. Resets to Lambrecht at the point. His shot fanned on. This one's not, though, as the Marksmen send it the length of the ice. Fire wagon changes coming for both sides. 11:50 to go in the second period. 20 seconds remaining on the minor to Harper. On the near side boards, this will be skated ahead by Curtis Hansen. He's ahead of the attacking blue line, lost the puck. Andrew Lane's going to have a chance in a step. Down the near side boards is Lane. A takedown on the way through on the driving Bednard. Delayed penalty upcoming against Macon. And this will be an interference call that will negate the power play with just a second remaining in it. Penalty comes 11:32 into the period. The guilty party is Curtis Hansen. Penalty comes 8:28 in the second period. And the Marksmen will go back to the St. Peter Pest Control power play in 1 second with Harper standing in the penalty box. This can be tricky. I'd imagine that Harrison Harper is going to charge all the way over and get on the bench, as he's not normally a guy that plays on the power play. Marksmen win the draw. Harper is out of the box. Oliveri walking along the blue line. Harper to the bench. The new addition will work up to the point. That's Fraze. Best turns to Oliveri. Fakes the slap shot and sends it to the near wing for Bednard. Shane Bednard back to the point. Oliveri tees it up. He hit the post. Oliveri with a laser of a slapper. Marksman reset. Here's Bednard with a long wrist shot caught by Stiliadis. That was a howitzer from Don Oliveri. Had an Ask the Voice question last weekend about who would win the hardest shot contest for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Don Oliveri would certainly be in the contest, as he got every bit of that one in the iron unkind. Bednard will take the draw. Glover and Fraze lined up as the wing. Best has gone to that shooting point position. Oliveri will give it to Taylor Best. 3 goals in the game already. Sends it to the far side corner. Drake Glover tied up by Draplick. Glover kicks the puck to his stick and is then dropped. Macon gets to the loose change. They'll clear only to the red line. Good anticipation by Oliveri to drop back and prevent that puck from going any further. Here's Taylor Best. Stops against Draplick. Finds Glover, who will touch into the middle looking for Fraze. Instead has to settle for Best, who gives to Oliveri. He tees it up. Turned out by Stiliadis with a near pad. Now Bednard onto the rebound. Scoops up for Oliveri. Gives to the far wing. That's Taylor Best. Best around a sweeping stick. Sends it into the near side corner for Glover. Everybody crashes for it there. Best will backhand to Tanner Fraze. Gives up to the point. Oliveri turns. He was looking for Best one more time. Reaching out after it. Best just has to pull cue it to the near side corner. 40 to go in the Marksman St. Peter Pest Control power play. Everybody digging for the near side corner. 3 Marksmen are there against 2 members of the Mayhem. Bednard comes away with the puck. He's got it in his feet. Bednard sells, backhands to Reynaud. His shot took the stick out of a Macon hand. The rebound. Best says he scores. He doesn't. Taylor Best thought he had it off the back bar and in. It was an emphatic review on a quick washout. Oliveri to the far side corner. Has the puck. He turns in front. Here's a chance. Punched over the crossbar by FX Girard. Delayed penalty upcoming, or just an infraction on the puck played with a high stick as we return to 5-a-side hockey. Hansen out of the box. Taylor Best says he scores. I doubt that Jake Lanace will give us a review. 9:29 to go in the second period. Marksmen still lead.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
All righty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Taylor Best thought he had himself his 4th of the evening. He does not. Rings it off the goalpost, and it's hard to say that's a tough one to swallow, but the reason that is because the Mayhem scored on what was a controversial goal. On video review, it certainly looks like the puck went off the back bar and came back out, but controversial goal nonetheless that broke the tie late in the third period and gave the Mayhem the win, even though it's not nearly that situation now. Best looking for a little bit of retribution from last night's game. We're back to 5-a-side hockey as McNair turns to the middle, taken away by Coash. He'll give to Michael Snow and then get it right back. Coash dumps it in, caught by Moran. He'll shrink into his goal crease and hang on for a whistle. 8:54 to go in this second period. Taylor Best with a hat trick already. Corey Melkert looking on here certainly talked about needing to have the right mindset going into this game. And Macon has been blown out at times this season. They gave up what is tied for the SPHL record of single-game goals. That's 13 scored by Pensacola. Those two combined for one of the highest-scoring games in league history at 17 goals, as this will be dumped right back in by Ethan Bush Anderson. While the Mayhem have given up goals and gobs at times, hasn't come against the Marksmen. Young with a turnover, well defended by Jarrett Cupp. Behind the net it goes. This will be picked up by Reimers. He's unable to get it out cleanly. Long shot from Bush Anderson, spins wide. Lane will turn it back for Jarrett Cupp. He'll backhand to Reimers on the near side wing. Reimers gives to the far boards. Here come the Marksmen. Drake Glover with McCloy driving, finds him. McCloy's knocked down. Glover gets to the rebound. Glover gave right back to McCloy, who's slow to get up. McCloy seems to be hindered. This puck is stopped on the near boards by Reimers. Gives all the way across to the far wing. Lane has it. Long wrist shot punched out by Stiliadis. The rebound loose at the top of the goal crease is cleared by Macon out to the red line. Lane will give to FX Girard. Girard drives a one-timer from Reynaud in and out of the glove of Stiliadis, who is forced with momentum all the way out of his net. Macon on the rebound as Glovert is held up behind the play. Here comes Devin Brink down the near boards. Brink driving in, cuts to the slot, lifts it on goal, and Moran stands tall, making the save and holding the rebound. Nigel Slade came in looking for any loose change. Brent Moran with his best stop of the evening so far, and that's meaningful. It's only a 2-goal game still, and while the Marksmen have controlled the pace of play here in the second period, they've only got the 1 goal. Face off to the blocker side of Brent Moran. He taken between Matt McNair and Nigel Slade, and Slade won it forward on goal. Moran covers. So we'll reset and do it all over again. Face-off is won this time by the Marksmen. Don Oliveri onto it. Oliveri sweeps to the far side boards, where Reynaud will one-touch to Matt McNair. He's into attacking ice. McNair holding the puck in the far side corner. Matt McNair stick handles, gives up to the point. Here's Taylor Best. Best sends it into the middle looking for Girard. The rebound, Oliveri tees it up, blocked on the way through as that went right off the breastplate of Brian Kerrigan. Kerrigan trying to skate it forward himself. A bouncing puck will be dumped in by the Mayhem. Everybody's got to touch up as the line change is complete. Harper sends it ahead to Shane Bednart. He's dispossessed at the attacking blue line now. Macon with a chance. A long drive wide of Moran. Oliveri getting to the loose puck. Sends it up the near side boards. Intercepted by Cody Rogers. Rogers is overtaken by Fraze. Tanner Fraze with 1 to beat. He's got Bednard going with him. Gives it to him. But the passing lane for Bednard was taken away on a great back check by Brendan Hussey. Now the Mayhem are back into attacking ice. Hussey chips it forward. Here's a shot over top the crossbar on a good bid by Dakota Ulmer. The rebound on the far side kick plate, swept up into bodies where Mikael Junk will dump it in. Lane takes it from him, line held by Cody Rogers. Rogers hangs on to it. He fires, punched out by Brent Moran. The rebound scooped up by Junk. He'll send it all the way around the boards. Shot right back toward the net. Best blocks it. Here come the Marksmen. Up the far side boards is Taylor Best, upended. He's coming back to grab the puck is Brendan Hussey. Shot it off Bednard, but we'll have reinforcements there. Soper gives it ahead for Koash, turning with it. Koash spins and fires. Moran takes care of it with a goal stick, putting it into the protective netting. That's out of play. 3-1 the score. The Marksmen leading the Mayhem. 5:42 to go in the second period. The face-off will stay in Brent Moran's end. Macon trying to garner a little bit of added extra momentum here at the end of this period. They're only down 2. Slade will toe in to take the draw here for Macon and loses it to Taylor McCloy, who's back out after being upended awkwardly on his last shift. Skated ahead here by Drake Glover. On his backhand, he goes driving toward the front of the net. Stiliadis knocks it down with his goal stick as Draplik has the rebound for the Mayhem. Joe Draplik will spin directly behind of Stiliadis. He'll backhand to the far side boards, and a headman look for Curtis Hanson. Hanson will drive into the near side corner. Puck taken away from him by Andrew Lane, who will find Jarrett Cupp. Cupp works around his man and gives to McCloy. McCloy's into attacking ice right up Broadway. Hits Raynaud, who will backhand to Glover, intercepted. A 2-on-2 chance for the Mayhem. Down the near boards, this is Brendan Hussey. Couldn't get around Sam Storman. Marksman will clear all the way up and ahead. Foot race time. Alex Raynaud braces for contact as he's in the near side corner. Raynaud crunches his man with the puck squirting out to the slot. Macon takes care of it there. All the way ahead, this is Young. Gives to Hussey, who turns to give back to Young. The pass gets tied up in the paraphernalia of Harper, and the puck will be covered by Brent Moran. 4:38 to go in the second period. The Marksmen hanging on to a 3-1 lead. We'll finish the frame right after this.
Hey, you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly.
4:38 remaining in the second period. The Fayetteville Marksmen have a 3-1 lead on the Macon Mayhem. Brent Moran has made a couple of key saves here late in this period. He's kept his team in the driver's seat. The Marksmen looking for a little bit more offense. Taylor Best has scored every goal in the game for Fayetteville. And whether it be by he or another, the Marksmen would certainly feel more comfortable getting back to how they played in the last 5 minutes of the first period, the first 5 minutes of this period. Macon has tightened the screws defensively and created 2 good scoring chances in the last sequence. Face-off one on goal. Moran is ready for it, and he makes the save and covers. Zach Desjardins looking on, directing traffic, and he likes that play. Liked to surprise Moran, tried to do it just a few face-offs earlier. Moran was ready for it, so it may be time for a new strategy, but both created chances. Here's Alex Raynaud in the far side corner. Raynaud will give the puck up to Matt McNair. Gives up to the point for Harrison Harper. Harper to Sam Storman at the near side face-off circle. Plays behind the net. Dumped low where McNair will go to chase for it. Harper will hold the line on the far board. Swings to FX Gerard. Gives to Raynaud. His one-timer turned out by Stiliadis. The rebound scooped up, but Storman gloved to stick legally. Tried to sweep it back into the zone. Intercepted. A chance for Koash down the near boards. Long wrist shot. Well over top the crossbar. Young going in for the rebound. Bodied away by Harrison Harper. The rebound scooped up by the Marksmen. Here comes Fayetteville. FX Gerard to the far side boards. He was looking for Raynaud. His puck goes off his stick as Harper gets to the rebound. He'll send it up ice for Taylor Best. Best has a man with him and drops for Tanner Fraze. Fraze right back for Best, who will go into the near corner to vie for position. Touched it up to the point. It's intercepted, but Harper will take it, Oliveri will take it right back at the red line. Oliveri sweeps across for Jarrett Cupp. Hits Best in the backhand. Leads it forward. Stiliadis with a look. Will corral the puck and cover. 3:22 remaining in the second period of this one. 3-1 Marksman lead. Face-off will go to the glove side of Michael Stiliadis. Best with Fraze and Bednard, the group that's out. The Marksmen win the draw. Here's a drive from the point by Cupp that's cut down. Jarrett Cupp will dump it right back in below the goal line. Picked up by the Mayhem. That's Devin Brink. Couldn't get around Tanner Fraze, who took care of a pair of Mayhem players. Gives up to the point, but he handcuffed Cupp with a pass. Everybody resets at center. Cupp spins it up the near wing for Tanner Fraze. He'll chip to Shane Bednard, who goes to chase for it. Bednard beat out by Kyle Soper, but he'll get some reinforcements. This is Best behind the net. Taylor Best centers. A drive from Fraze, off a body and into the protective netting, out of play. Great find by Best. With a shot from Fraze. Goes off a body and out of play. So a new unit coming out for the Marksmen with 2:45 to go in this second period. Fayetteville up by a pair. Face off to the near circle in the Mayhem end. A lot of strategy discussion there before this draw. It doesn't matter as the Marksmen win it. McCloy tried to turn to the near corner. Taken away from him and lofted back up where Andrew Lane will move the puck up ice. He gets dropped. That's a huge hit by Dakota Ulmer, who gives to Lambrecht. A chance for Macon. Centering drive. Hussey couldn't catch up to it. Right back out to center this goes as Macon will reset. This is Draplik, who will drop the puck back as Macon charges ahead. Lambrecht knocked to his knees, loses the puck as Oliveri creates some space up the far side wing for Glover, and the Marksmen are offside entering the zone. Well, this has become a comedy of mental errors now for the Marksmen. Offside, pucks that have gone out of play, and certainly for Corey Melkert, the term he would use is purposeless hockey. Fayetteville looking to break out of that. They've held the Macon attack at bay. So the Marksmen win the draw and neutral ice. Reynaud unable to corral the puck as it'll be backhanded to the blue line where the Fayetteville defense will dump it in. Behind the net, Stiliadis will set this one up on a tee as Macon tries to break it out of the far side boards. Nearly turned over behind the net as Matt McNair is there to create some pressure. Almost turned over in the slot. Gerard sweeping after it as Macon has to find some space, and they do. All the way up to the far side half wall. Harrison Harper there for the Marksmen. Chipped ahead to center, but Kyle Soper will take it there. Here's Soper looking for a shooting lane. Stolen away from him by Harper. Now a centering pass goes off a Macon stick in front and well out of play. 90 seconds remaining in the period. 3-1 Fayetteville leading the Macon Mayhem. Draw will be to the glove side of Brent Moran, who has not been nearly as busy as he was last night. Everybody's setting up for the draw, ready to go. It's won cleanly by the Marksmen. Holding on to it is Lane. Finds Fraze with a cross-ice pass. Best vying for it, loses it, but Lane charging ahead gives it right back. Into attacking space is Fraze. Dumping into the near side corner. This is Draplik. Sends it off the far side half wall. Best intercepts and dumps it right back in for the Marksmen. Two men behind the net as Fraze lines up Draplik, who got rid of the puck in time to start the breakout. Around Best, but the line will be held by Hoffman, who flips it back in to the Marksmen attacking end. Minute remaining in the second period. Nigel Slade sends it off a Marksman's stick. That was Best in front of him, and that puck will careen into the Macon bench and out of play. 52.8 seconds to go in the second period. Bednard will take the draw. He won it, but we've got a whistle right off the drop. So the face-off will be turned and won back by the Mayhem. They'll give it to the near side boards. Here comes Kyle Soper. Flips it in on two hops behind Moran. Jarrett Cupp is the first to it. Finds Fraze, who loses the puck. Rogers hammers a slap shot into the clutches of Moran. The puck is loose. Everybody's sweeping for it, and Moran covers. Good chances there as there was a charge right toward the net. Moran made the initial save. And while he looked for the puck to cover, it rolled out of his clutches He was able to find it and melt it. 33.4 seconds remaining in the second period. So the Mayhem come within inches of bringing this to a one-goal game. Zach Desjardins will direct traffic. Everybody set to take the draw to the glove side of Moran. It's one all the way to the near side boards. Reimers trying to get it out. He cannot. Rogers sends a long shot off of Oliveri into the far side corner. Oliveri finishes his man to the far side boards. And this will be dumped in by the Marksmen into their attacking end. Seconds remaining. Cup shoots it off of Glover. McCloy has the rebound. He tees it up in on Stylianis, who will swallow the puck. 9.5 seconds remaining here in the second period. Corey Melkert will roll with the group he had out there. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Stylianis. Drop back to McCloy, who gives to Oliveri. Got to shoot it. Gets it off. It's blocked on the way through. Puck bounces to the near side corner. McCloy has it. That's where the horn will sound. Taylor Best, 45 seconds into the period, gets his third of the evening. He's got a hat trick, and the Fayetteville Marksmen lead the Macon Mayhem 3-1. We'll have shots on goal total coming up for you right after these messages. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes, guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If we're gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Radford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
We've showed you fire. We've showed you heat. And now, we'll tell you what it all means. For the first time in team history, we'll rebrand for one night only, giving a nod to a cultural icon that has blazed trails and scorched taste buds. The only question left, do you fear the Reaper?
We welcome you back inside the broadcast booth of the Macon Centerplex. Drew Blevins alongside you. The Fayetteville Marksmen have a 3-1 lead on the Macon Mayhem through 40 minutes of play. It has been all about Taylor Best tonight, and he nearly had a fourth to accompany the hat trick that he already has. Best earns that hat trick after scoring a power play goal just 45 seconds into that second period. Magnificent goal as he once again finds the puck in loose space and makes no mistake in depositing it into the back of the net. And you like having a player who's going to be a finisher like Best is. That's just a magnificent play, and one for the Marksmen that you thought was going to spurn a little bit more effort and energy, and to put it plainly, it simply didn't. The Marksmen have since looked a hair flat, I'd say, and that's one that Corey Melkert is going to want to find a solution to rather rapidly. Look, the fact of the matter is the Mayhem are only trailing in this hockey game by 2 goals, and we've seen them score a pair in a period before. I thought the Marksmen were once again caught sleepwalking through the end of that second period, which was surprising to me because I told you during Marksman pregame I really thought this was a Fayetteville team that was going to correct some bad habits and get right back to their winning ways, fix the mindset, and be on their merry way. And it has not been that easy for Fayetteville this evening, and it'll be interesting, I think, to see how the third period plays out, because I think there have been chances there for Macon, and Brent Moran has been really, really good in the net. Shots on goal for that period for the Marksmen, 12, and a game total of 29 for the Mayhem, 10, and a game total of 22. The Marksmen get the lone goal in the frame from Taylor Best. That extends their lead to 3-1 through 40 minutes of play. Coming up right after these messages, we'll take some of your listener-submitted questions up here in the broadcast booth during our Ask the Voice segment. This is Marksman Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Mikey?
Carolina's Dentist offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. Drew Blevins alongside you on Hockey TV and the Marksmen Radio Network. Time for our Ask the Voice segment where we do our best to answer some of your listeners' submitted questions. If you want to have one of your questions answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's D-B-L-E-V-I-N-S, with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen organization. Our first question tonight comes from JB, who is listening in Clayton, North Carolina. And JB wants to know which playoff seed is the most advantageous to have in hockey. And this is a really good question. And I think what JB is alluding to is obviously you want to be a regular season champion and you want to be that number 1 overall seed. But there's a lot of pressure that goes with being the number 1 overall seed. And while the 8-1 upset is very rare across sports, it does happen sometimes. And when you get caught in a 3-game playoff series, fluky things are a lot more likely to happen compared to in a 7-game playoff series. So I think this is a really, really good question. And I always look at the number 2 and the number 3 seed as being teams that could almost have less pressure-filled roads to get to a championship series. And obviously, if you're number 2, you're in a position where you're going to have home ice throughout your series, and you'll just give it up in the final if chalk holds. Well, chalk doesn't always hold. So that 2 seed, I think, is always intriguing. And then the 3 seed as well. If you're in a lane where you can avoid playing the number 1 overall seed in the playoffs, I think you're sitting in a really nice spot, which certainly puts those in the 4-5 matchup in the crosshairs of a second-round ousting. But even in that case, I think it's those 2 and 3 seeds that can be really sneaky on you. And then beyond that, there's always something that has to do with a 6 seed. There's always somebody that falls in love with the number 6 seed. And right now that's the Pensacola Ice Flyers, who are the defending President's Cup champions. But for the Marksmen, that's why I think it's so critical. If they can push up and find a way to sneak into that 3rd spot, they're going to be sitting in a really nice position. I like where the Marksmen are right now. I do think this is a team that has the firepower to be a champion this season. And Corey Melkert has said so much, talked about it last night. There will not be a lot of changes to the roster. And now with the trade deadline come and gone, of course, it's all about acquisition and signing those kids coming out of college and making the right moves to make your team better. So thank you so much to JB for that question. Our other question comes from Charlie, who is listening in Smithfield, North Carolina. Another Johnston County question. And Charlie wants to know, what is the atmosphere like on the bus, and what are the toughest obstacles of travel in minor league hockey? This is a fantastic question, and one that we really haven't had to talk about. The bus atmosphere difference for every team. For the Marksmen, it is normally the coaching staff and the front office staff that travels, i.e. myself, up in the front. It's very chill. There is a little bit of conversation, a little bit of joking that goes on, typically after games more so than going to them. And in the back, the guys will play cards. Some of the guys are heavy sleepers, so they'll go ahead and roll over into their bunks on the sleeper bus, and they'll just get right to sleep. And those can be the easiest bus trips you take, the ones that you sort of pass out and don't remember. But this is a bus atmosphere that's very, very calm for the most part. There's not a lot of noise, and a lot of guys keep to themselves. The most difficult obstacle to travel, though, I think, is the time and distance. And you're going to go, well, yes, obviously, Drew, time and distance, you're not playing at home. But what you got to understand is in the ECHL, the AHL, and the NHL, in some distances, you're able to charter planes and get off in the air, and that will reduce your travel time. And for those of you who travel on business all the time, you know that just to get from the East Coast to the West Coast of the United States, you can do that directly in 4.5 or 5 hours. That's a huge advantage and certainly prevents you from having bus legs. You want to see an interesting road trip? How about Pensacola, where you've got to stop in the middle of the trip just to turn around and keep things going the next day? It's a two-legger, and that's what the Marksmen are facing if they have to play Quad City in the playoffs as well. And it's that time and distance that can really throw you off of a rhythm. Obviously, you're not able to do very much physical exercise on the bus, and that can certainly throw you out of whatever your routine may be. But as Corey Melkert says, it's pro hockey, and you prepare for it accordingly. Great questions today from JB and from Charlie. We thank them both for their questions. If you want to have one of yours answered on a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from. Good question about marksman or the game of hockey. We'll go around the league and around the world of sports right after this.
Baby, we have spiders on every corner outside our house.
Okay, I'll call someone to take care of it.
Baby, we have fire ants all over the yard.
All righty, I'll call someone else to take care of that.
Baby, these mosquitoes, you have got to go.
Here we go again.
One call to St. Peter Pest Control provides all these services. Total pest protection for one low monthly payment. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Marky?
Carolina's Dentists offers the best in oral care and technology.
Hope you're brushing twice a day like we discussed. And don't forget to make that 6-month appointment, okay? We'd like to keep those pretty white teeth looking good for you.
Come experience positively different dentistry at Carolina's Dentist, the official dentist of the Fayetteville Marksmen. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. Let's go around the SPHL. with everybody else in action already. We'll start things off in Birmingham, where Knoxville and the Bulls are tied up halfway through the first period. Huntsville has managed a goal over Vermilion County. They're just beyond the halfway point of the first period at David S. Palmer Arena. Evansville and Quad City have just dropped the puck. They're 5 minutes in to a scoreless tie so far. From Durham, North Carolina, this game has just gone final. North Carolina in a comeback effort and an upset victory over Duke in Mike Krzyzewski's final game. The final score, the Tar Heels 94 and the Blue Devils 81. Duke has already clinched the #1 overall seed in the ACC men's basketball tournament. That will start on Tuesday. North Carolina, with the win, will secure seed number 3. As it's that time of year, one of the best months for all of sports between college basketball, the hockey drive to the playoffs, and normally we're warming up for baseball and spring training news. Not so far this season. March and April, a fantastic time to be a sports fan. Speaking of a fantastic time to be a sports fan, right now is one of them. Good hockey game going here in Macon. 3-1 the Marksmen lead. We'll finish it up with a third period right after this.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Minutes to go from Macon, Georgia, here in the beautiful Peach State. So we welcome you back inside the Macon Centerplex. No carryover penalties or power plays. So the Fayetteville Marksmen look to become the 4th team in the league this season to reach 30 victories. They win the draw and will work behind Brent Moran, with Jarrett Cupp hanging on to the puck and sending it to the near side wing. This is Taylor Best. Zips it across the ice. Shot in on Stiliadis by Drake Glover and knocked down by Stiliadis. Up to the point, line held by Fayetteville as Lane will give to Jarrett Cupp. Into the near side corner, all the way around behind the net. Bednard bangs for the puck, taken away from him by Hussey. Unable to clear as Lane holds the line. Punching it all the way around the kick plate. Taylor cutting, braces for contact, trying to get around Jarrett Cupp. He cannot. Plays into the near corner as Bednard scooped to Fraze. This pass is intercepted, and Zach Lambrecht is out to center. Lambrecht dumps it in where Lane will take it, giving to Cupp on the near sideboards, and just chipped in by Bednard, who will get off on a change. Reimers will chase the puck here along with help from Glover. Glover had his stick on it but loses the puck, and here comes Macon. Dumped into the near side corner. Devin Brink, the lone goal scorer for the Mayhem. Centers all the way up to the point. Kerrigan fires a wrist shot, blocked on the way through. The puck will bounce back out to neutral ice. Off the far boards, McCloy and Brink vying for the puck. Brink won it back. Now here's a chance for the Marksmen. Stiliadis turns it over to Glover. Glover will hold the line as Stiliadis had to make a split-second decision to come out and play a puck that was trickling in on him. Now McCloy at the far hash marks. Gives the puck away to Hansen. Macon right back out to the red line. No further, though, as here's Harrison Harper. He'll dump it in behind the net. Stopped by Stiliadis. He'll leave for Brian Kerrigan. Almost 2 minutes gone by here in the second period. 3-1 Marksmen. A headman look, and here come the Mayhem. Brought ahead and dumped in by Slade, who will play it behind the net. This is Moran. Shoots to the near side corner. Harrison Harper gave it away. Here's a tap in front. Koash has it. Looking for a shooting lane. Koash with an off-angle shot. Moran was ready for it. Up to the near point. This is Rogers. Winds and fires. Caught by Brent Moran. He'll hang on. 17:53 to go in the hockey game. 3-1 Marksmen in the driver's seat. As Corey Melkert looks on here, Marksmen are in a stretch where they will play 5 straight at home after this one, all of them coming against teams that are at best 500, at worst less. The Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs are the only team that could be better than 500 in that stretch. As another drive challenges Moran on the glove side, he'll cover. And all that to say is the Marksmen are in a position where they can really go on the attack now. And this is supposed to be a stretch of the season where the Marksmen can start eating up 2 points at a time. But as Corey Melkert talked about, you cannot go in with a mindset of counting wins before you play the game. The Marksmen got stuck there last night, let a game get away from them, and will now look to reset. Played off the end wall by the Mayhem. Jarrett Cupp gets around Mikhail Yunk. Brought up by the Marksman is FX Girard, pitches it ahead to Alex Reynaud. Reynaud will play behind the net as FX Girard will hang on to the puck. He's knocked off of it. Behind the net, Reynaud knocked by his man as he'll take a couple of hard shots in the back. This will be one forward by the Mayhem. Pass ahead for Koash goes off of FX Girard, and Caleb Cameron just has to dump it in. To the far corner, this will be Jarrett Cupp, who will stand behind Brent Moran. 3 minutes gone by in the third period. Cupp looking ahead will find Best. This one goes off the heel of his stick and takes an awkward bounce back towards Sam Storman. Best has to come back to recover on the puck. Leaves for Jarrett Cupp, who will feed to the far side boards. This puck's turned over. Dumped behind the net as Lambrecht lays a body check, knocking the puck free behind the cage. Here's Macon with the puck. This is Caleb Cameron working one-on-one against his man. Shovels it to the near side corner. Shot wide of the glove side of Moran. Rebound wrapped in front. The Marksman will clear all the way out beyond the red line. This puck is going to roll on the fresh ice just beyond the goal line. This is icing. 16:26 to go in the game. 3-1 Fayetteville leading Macon. Looking for their 12th win over the Mayhem. Face-off will be to the glove side of Brent Moran. And something we haven't really had the chance to touch on this weekend is the reacquisition of Jason Pulaski, coming back down from the Kalamazoo Wings in the ECHL. I'd imagine Pulaski is going to get a start, if not both, next weekend. But this is a really, really good goaltending tandem for the Marksmen, and it may be up to Corey Melkert to play the right chess pieces going into the playoffs on who's going to start where, but there's a good opportunity for the Marksmen, having shored up not one but 2 solid netminders this season. To put that in perspective, Jason Pulaski this year has 12 victories to his name. Brent Moran has 10. Stefano Durante and Matt Williams combining for the remainder of them. Here's Reimers down the near wing. Cross-ice pass, hit Glover in the pants, and will ricochet back out. 2-on-2. Here come the Mayhem. Michael Snow drives it in on Moran, who turns it away to the far corner. Reimers unable to pull the puck free. Glover will. Sends it ahead to Cutting, who braces for contact. He's dropped by the bench sideboards. Cody Rogers skates the puck ahead. Rogers shoots. That's tipped all the way through over the net. Big hit laid behind the cage as Oliveri crashes with his man. That was Koash. Oliveri comes away with the puck. Sends it up the near side boards. Brought ahead by Reynaud. Alex Reynaud slides by his guy. Reynaud on the backhand. Shovels it toward the net. Just missed wide of the far post. Scooped up on the far side boards by Matt McNair. Got the better of his man. Backhands it well below the goal line. Rogers with a quick peek over his shoulder. He sees less than 15 minutes to go in this game. Rogers looking up ice. Takes a step off the far side goal post and saunters ahead. Rogers slowly to the red line. Just chips it ahead. Hussey will lay it forward for Lambrecht. His shot kicked out. Now we've got a fight at center. This is Bednard, who will go against, I believe, Caleb Cameron. Bednard throws in a couple of rights, staying on balance. And now a couple of shots thrown by Cameron. He crashes to the ice. And the linesmen are in to break it up. Bednard with a few parting words for the rest of the Mayhem bench, as he'll have a seat taking Caleb Cameron with him. 14:39 to go in this second period, or in the third period. The Marksmen lead 3-1.
Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. Drew Blevins with you in the broadcast booth. 14:39 remaining in regulation, 3-1 Marksmen. Face-off will stay in Brent Moran's end. Good on Shane Bednard. I think that's a fight that's really going to give his group some energy and something to wake everybody up in a sleepy little game here. And Bednard was fired up. He knows it's going to be his last trip to Macon this season. And kind of a message sender, I would say. Face-off won by the Marksmen ahead as Fraze is knocked down by a Draplook. Macon will hold the line. This puck goes to the far side corner. Cup lifts it off the far glass. This will go all the way down to his attacking blue line where the Mayhem await it. Headman look, here comes Macon. Right back ahead of the attacking blue line. Dumped in on Moran. Brink picks up the puck, shoots it off the outside of the net, takes an awkward Cairn, and rolls around the outstretched stick of Joe Draplook. Taylor Cutting will be the one to wheel around with it. It's Cutting, sends a pass that goes right off a Marksman skate. Draplook has to come back for it. Draplook to Devin Brink at the near side wing. He'll turn and give it back for Joe Draplook. Backhands for Brian Kerrigan. He'll look up ice as Oliveri will separate Slade from the puck. Hoffman gets to it for the Marksmen. Looks to the far side boards, just chipped into the attacking zone by Fayetteville. Skating ahead with it, here's Reimers, who will give to McCloy. Looked up at the point, the pass is intercepted. A chance for the Mayhem as Snow had a step, but lost his footing as Hoffman tied him up just enough to prevent him from having a good scoring chance. The Mayhem are offside, trying to re-enter the zone as Koash was unable to get a good step going forward. Face-off will be at the center ice circle. McCloy will be squared to take it here against Michael Snow. Rocky Rambo night here in Macon, Georgia, with the second round coming in Fayetteville next Saturday, March 12th. The jerseys are what they are, but I tell you, the best thing I've seen is the breezers for the Marksmen. Those protective hockey pants or shorts or however you call them. The red, white, and blue boxing shorts are fantastic. Here's a drive by Lambrecht. The rebound crashing into the goal as Moran gets run over. And there is a penalty upcoming here. Jake Linnaeus talking with Taylor McCloy, who has words, as it'll be a hooking call that is going to go against the Marksmen, and it's Reimers to take a seat. So almost midway through this third period, Reimers will have a seat. So this penalty will come 7:05 into the third period, and a chance for Macon on the power play. They're 0 for 3 on the night. Marksmen have been really good on the Freddy's penalty kill. You can visit Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, their location on Ramsey Street across from Methodist University. This shot tipped on goal by Yunk, turned out by Moran, and the rebound is methodically sent the length of the rink. Backhanded to the end wall. So the Mayhem will skate it up the near side boards. Carried in by Hansen. His wrist shot is well wide of the far post. Line held by Lambrecht. Punched to Cody Rogers, who works at the middle blue line. Rogers sends it to the near side wing So it'll be set up by Slade back to the point. Lambrecht curls for Rogers. He pulls the trigger. Big rebound! Swept to the near corner by Zach Hoffman, but not all the way out. Here's Lambrecht, who will give to the near wing side again. Nigel Slade works behind the net as the Marksmen win it free. Rogers holding the line. Sweeps across for Lambrecht. Fakes the slapper now to Slade. Cross-ice pass is read by Oliveri. Oliveri will skate with the puck. Backhands it weakly just to the red line. That won't allow any penalty killers to change. Nigel Slade on it for Macon. Slade posts up at the near side half wall. Gave to the point for Curtis Hansen. Sends it into the near side corner and gets it right back. Hansen driving. Button hooks away from pressure. 30 seconds to go on the power play as this pass to the point is blocked and cleared by the Marksmen. Macon going back to grab it here. Time winding down on their man advantage. Scott Koash driving in, gives to the far side boards for Hansen. Curtis Hansen works to the far corner. Gives to the wing there at the far side hash marks. Here's a shot right into the gut of Moran. He'll cover with just 3 seconds to go in the Reamers minor. Marksman set to get it done on the penalty kill again. It's Macon running out of opportunity. Still just a 2-goal game, 10:57 to go in the third period. But the Mayhem have struggled to create good scoring chances, while the Marksmen have not really had the puck in Stiliadis' end all period. Mayhem win the draw. Here's a long drive, steered away by Brent Moran to the near side corner. Marksmen are to it. Reamers out of the box. Here he goes. Zach Reamers centers for McNair. The puck taken away from him as Rogers will give it to the far side wing. This is Brendan Hussey with speed. Drops to the far side winger. A rolling puck settled by McNair. So he'll give it ahead for Fraze to dump it in ahead of the red line, sending Ethan Bush Anderson to chase after it. Bush Anderson will give to Brendan Hussey with his head up ice. Hussey buries his shoulder and will backhand it in. Goaltender's trapezoid. That's where Moran will take it. Gave it off initially to his defensive group, but unable to clear was McCloy on the first try. On the second, they do. A backhanded pass ahead for Sam Storman, who's jumping into the rush. He's led too far by Alex Reynaud. Up the near side boards, this will be brought ahead by Devin Brink. Brink gives to Slade with a cross-ice pass to Ulmer. Dakota Ulmer lays it behind the net. He was looking for help for one of his forwards who was driving. Marksman will take the puck away, but give it right back. All the way to the point, this is Cutting. Bounces it toward the front of the net. Off of a takedown, Ulmer right back to his feet, shot it wide. Cutting winds and fires a slap shot, shut down by Moran, and the rebound is sent hard off the end wall. That's Sam Storman, engaged by Dakota Ulmer. So we're beyond the halfway point in this third period. A rolling puck will be dumped right back in by the Mayhem. Marksmen are on to it. Off the far side glass, held in by Cutting, but the Marksmen get it out on the second effort. Reynaud twirls around his man and will dump it in. Full-scale change coming for Fayetteville here with 9:10 to go in the hockey game. Brought ahead, here's a takedown as Gerard got his stick tied up in the skates of the driving Mikhail Yunk, and the Marksmen will be a man down after this break. 9:04 to go in the game. 3-1, Marksmen lead.
At Carolina's Dentists and Spring Lake Oral Surgery, we believe in creating a positively different experience.
We are proud to serve Eastern North Carolina, including Fayetteville, Spring Lake, and Rayford.
We use the best in dental technique and technology to make Carolina's Dentist your one-stop shop for quality dental care and oral care.
Book your appointment today to come experience the Carolina's Dentist difference.
9:04 remaining in the second period here for Macon, Georgia. Excuse me, and I apologize that I keep saying the second period. 9:04 to go in the hockey game. They have not clicked the scoreboard to period number 3 here in Macon, Georgia. And every time I have a glance at the scoreboard, I get thrown off, and I sincerely apologize for that. FX Sherrard for tripping sends the Marksmen right back to the Freddy's penalty kill. So these penalties are separated by less than 3 minutes. This will be Macon setting things up. Top group out. Lambrecht takes a step in. Will push to the far wing. Rotating here, Devin Brink. Gives to Lambrecht in the far corner. Taken away by Jarrett Cupp. He'll send it the length of the ice. Stiliadis will come out of his net to touch it along for his group that'll bring it up ice. Headman pass stretches just too far for Zach Lambrecht, and Jarrett Cupp will dump it in. FX Girard looking on from the penalty box. 40 seconds gone by in his minor. The Marksmen have given the Mayhem a couple of opportunities to draw a little closer in this one. This is Curtis Hansen at the near side corner. Sends it up to the point. As the pass slips under the stick of Rogers, right back out to center. He'll find Hansen on the near side boards. Taken away by Jarrett Cupp, but he's upended by Nigel Slade. The former teammates vying for possession. Up to the point, Rogers. Sweeps across. Here's a low drive by Draplik. Rebound is loose. Wrap chance squirts in front. Rogers throws it back into traffic. Found by Moran. He'll cover. 7:48 remaining in the third period. 45 seconds to go in the minor penalty to FX Girard. Brendan Hussey will take the face-off for Macon. He loses this one. Oliveri clubs it all the way around the far side boards. Just does eke it out beyond the blue line. Everybody touches for the Mayhem. Driven ahead by Koash. He loses the puck, and this will be dumped right back the length of the rink. Marksmen have had a very good penalty kill in this hockey game, and 30 seconds before they can say they've killed another. Dumped in behind Moran. Less than 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the hockey game. The near side boards, driven in by Koash, who will drop to the near side boards, and now up to the point for Brendan Hussey. Hussey walking along the blue line to the middle, drops for Kyle Soper, the near side face-off circle. His wrist shot is wide. Soper hustles over to corral his own rebound. We return to 5-on-5 hockey as the Marksmen clear another one here. Marksmen will have a chance, could be a 2-on-1. Oliveri down the near wing, pulls up and fires off the chin of Stiliadis, who got in front of that one. Mayhem will collect the loose puck in back of Michael Stiliadis. This is a headman pass that rolls off of a body. It'll be picked up by Snow. He'll feed it to the far side wing where it'll be dumped in by Ethan Bush Anderson. All the way to the near side boards. This will be held by Rogers. Tried to pull the trigger, intercepted by Bednard. Shane Bednard cut off on a good back-checking play made by Bush Anderson. Bednard will pick up the puck in the clearing attempt, though. Leaves it in space for Reimers, taken instead by Best. He's upended. The Mayhem clear back across the red line. Drifting back with it is Andrew Lane. He'll turn this puck to Jarrett Cupp on the near side boards. Cupp is double-teamed. Nearly lost possession. Instead, is going to reverse field. Cupp backhands for Bednard on the far wing, taken from him. Here's a drive by Ulmer, in and out of the glove of Brent Moran. On the near side half wall now, everybody digging for it. This puck will be taken free by Bednard as he'll chip it to the far wing for Reimers. Reimers ahead of the red line, dumps it in. Best will go to chase. Stiliadis in the trapezoid, played to the far wing before it's slammed right back around to the near side boards. Slade hanging on to the puck here, looking up ice as Nigel Slade will drive. Lost the puck to Taylor McCloy. McCloy brings it up ice. McCloy on his backhand, missed Reynaud. Reynaud will get it off the end wall, though. Reynaud leaves for Zach Hoffman. Sends it behind the net, tapped in front, trying to set up McCloy for a one-timer, intercepted, and Mikhail Yunk has the puck. Yunk is finished hard on the end wall. Now we're going to get a shoving match. No whistle yet. Now there is. Gathering of the clans at the far side red line. McCloy is hog-tied as everybody has grabbed someone in the opposite jersey. Taylor Cutting really yanking his guy around. That's McCloy. There was no penalty given on the initial hit on Young. 5:10 to go in the second period, and a whistle for the altercation. Corey Melkert standing on that side of the bench. Jake Linnaeus was watching the puck in the far side corner of the marksman end. He didn't see the way that originated. Not sure if we'll have anything that happens here. A lot of discussion for Jake Linnaeus between he and both rosters. And it looks like it's going to be two roughing minors. The question is, who's it going to go against? One guilty party looks to be Taylor Cutting. Excuse me, rather. It's Nigel Slade. And who's the other? Jake Linnaeus signaled for another roughing penalty. And the officials are going to come together in their officials' crease. And we'll discuss this a little bit more. Fans are agitated because Slade right now is the only penalized player. Draplick and McCloy standing at the official semicircle here. There's a lot of gesturing going on. Draplick will go back to Zach Desjardins and report. Taylor McCloy, very familiar with Jake Linnaeus. So those two will sort it out. And will the marksman have a penalty assessed? Does not look like it, at least for now. This could shake out to a marksman power play. Oh, wait. Hang on. There will be one guy sent to the box here for the marksman. And with a wide grin and a chuckle, it's Alex Reynaud. Oh, boy. And Alex Reynaud is not thrilled about this. We'll go 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. 5:10 to go in the hockey game. And that was a palm skyward and a you've got to be kidding me. Here's Bednard, fresh out of the box from his fight. Drove ahead of the attacking blue line as the Mayhem will reset in their own zone. This is Kyle Soper trading places with Devin Brink, and this will be touched in. This is a delayed offside and an intentional offside with 4:53 remaining in the hockey game. Marksman hanging on to a 3-1 lead. We'll go down the stretch when we come back.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
.453 to go in the hockey game. The Fayetteville Marksmen on 3 goals by Taylor Pest have a 3-1 lead over the Macon Mayhem, looking for their 12th win in 13 tries this season over the Macon Mayhem. Last whistle was an intentional offside. So the face-off will come down to Michael Stiliadis' end. Hang on. Oh, boy! Corey Melkert and Zach Desjardins are right at the stanchion. Desjardins just throwing a towel at Corey Melkert. Those two are going at each other, just jawing. The officials stand between them. Desjardins is clearly flustered. He's opened the door. Zach Desjardins is on the ice. Corey Melkert egging him on. Desjardins is going to walk to his locker room. Corey Melkert may have been tossed as well. Melkert is on the ice as Desjardins will waddle off with a few more passing words for Jake Lanace. Corey Melkert will take a Sunday stroll back to the locker room. I would love to know what precipitated such an agitated conversation between the two head coaches there. Both will go off. That will leave Gaetano Moreno as the acting head coach for the Macon Mayhem and Jason Binkley as the acting head coach for the Fayetteville Marksmen with 4:53 left. What a sight that was. I thought they were going to come to blows for a second. Here's a long drive, kicked out by Stiliadis. As this rebound will be cleared to the slot and iced by Macon. We are 4-on-4 as Moran will come out to play this puck. This is Jarrett Cup on it. Cup standing in back of Moran will give to the far side wing. Brought ahead by Andrew Lane, the newest marksman. Slides around to body check. This puck will be played off the end wall. The chant is let's go Mayhem as this crowd tries to spurn on their team. Koach has a lane but fans on the shot. Works behind the net. He's got his own rebound. Koach up to the point for Brian Kerrigan. His wrist shot blocked by Matt McNair. McNair will send the puck to the far side boards. South of 4 minutes remaining. There's a hard hit delivered right to the back of Andrew Lane. Curtis Hansen may have got away with one there. Hansen sends it up to the far side wing as Cutting came crashing in. As Hansen will take a shove. I think everybody's going to skate away from this one. This is a tenuous rivalry as Oliveri at the end there had given a few more words to Taylor Cutting. We'll get a new puck in play. Jake Lanace will stand between the two centers, and the face-off will come down to Brent Moran's end. 3:41 to go in this game. We will keep an eye on Michael Stiliadis. Gaetano Moreno will be the one giving the hook should it come. Here's a backhander by Cutting over top the crossbar. The rebound loose. The marksman can't find it. Shoveled right back to Moran, who caught it and will play it out. Dangerous play. On the near side half walls, Don Oliveri gets around his man, and he's up through center. Oliveri with a smart play just to dump it in, but he hit his own guy in the back. That was his defense partner, Zach Hoffman. Draplik has it. He'll backhand to the near side wing. Is driving ahead is Michael Snow. Snow to the near side boards. His shot blocker down by Moran. We return to 5-on-5 hockey. 3 minutes remaining in the hockey game. Stiliadis still firmly stationed in his goal crease as Reynaud had the puck hop his stick. Dumped in on net by Taylor Cutting. This will be played right back out. Stiliadis, no sign of motion yet. 2:50 to go. The near side corner, this is Harrison Harper. He'll leave for Zach Hoffman, who will feed it to the far side boards. Now a headman look for Reynaud. He's in a foot race for it. Has to sidestep a hit that was coming from Soper. He'll lead his man. That's Nigel Slade out of Manhattanville College. Slade shot off the inboards. Sam Storman had the puck for a moment. Loses possession. The marksmen swarm it, though. Here's a chance, FX Girard. Down the far wing. He's got speed and a chance. Girard on the backhand. Shut down by Stiliadis. Centering pass. Betts with a one-timer, and he blew it wide. Stiliadis finds the rebound. He'll melt it. 2:18 remaining in the game as Pest once again almost had his fourth of the evening. Mayhem have to find a way to get this puck out quickly. They need to get Stiliadis to the bench. Face off to the glove side of Stiliadis, won by the marksman. A low wrist shot bounces in toward the net. Draplik was the last one there. He stops it. Draplik will backhand up the near side wing, is driving up the ice is Brendan Hussey. Stiliadis to the bench. We'll go 6-on-5. Centering pass for Rogers, handcuffed him. His shot goes off a Marksman on the way through. Rogers picks up his own rebound. Looking for a lane, has to play it behind the net. Here's a pass back for Rogers at the near face-off circle. This one trickles wide of the far post. Good chance for the Mayhem there. Now in the near side corner, foot race ensues. Pest hog-tied and run into the end wall on a good play made by Caleb Cameron. Now behind the net, Jarrett Cup upended. Has to give the puck away. It's Cameron to hold it. Rogers sweeps across for Joe Draplik. 90 seconds remaining in the game. The Rogers fires a slap shot. Sacrificing the body to make the block was Pest. He's stung by it. Pest gets the puck again. He risks it off the glove of Rogers. Cody Rogers will come back to find it. Skates by Hansen, shoots this one off a stick. Moran vying for one, shoots it, and that had good strength but not the height. Curtis Hansen will pick up the puck here. Hansen drives down the near side boards, dumps it in off of Taylor Pest. Marksmen take care of the rebound as Hoffman sends it off the far boards. This is icing with a minute to go in the game. I think you're okay with your goaltender having a go at a historic moment when you're up 2. Moran has the strength to do it. We've seen him with a couple of clearing attempts before. And Gaetano Moreno will call timeout to settle his troops going into the final minute. We put this game on reset for you. Taylor Pest opened the scoring, 11:45 into the first period. It was a short-lived lead for the Marksmen, though, as Devin Brink got it back just a minute and 10 seconds later. Then Taylor Pest scored at the end of the first period on the power play from Glover and Bednard. That made it 2-1, and the Marksmen would take a 3-1 lead on a Pest power play goal just 45 seconds into the second period. Since then, both teams have had chances. Neither has been able to convert. The face-off will be to the blocker side of Brent Moran. Officially 59.7 seconds remaining in the contest. The Marksmen looking to become the 4th team in the SPHL to reach 30 wins. Fayetteville wins the draw. This is Pest. Pitchforks it ahead. It's out to center. This will be caught and held by Kerrigan, who will feed it to the far side wing, intercepted. Reimers slams it toward the empty net. He scores! That'll ice it. Zach Reimers, an unattempted empty net goal. The Fayetteville Marksmen lead 4-1. $19:15 will be the time of the goal for Zach Reimers, his 7th of the season. And the Marksmen are going to escape Georgia with a series split this weekend. Reimers unassisted. 19-15. Stiliadis returns to his net as Fayetteville will take round 1 of Rocky versus Rambo night here in Macon, Georgia. Less than 30 seconds remaining in this one. Here's a puck that rolls over top the stick of FX Girard. Draplik has it. He's bodied up there, forcing a turnover to Matt McNair. McNair sends it off his skate as Girard will sweep to Matt McNair. He'll backhand below the goal line. Everybody going to chase. 9 seconds to go. A quick glance up the clock. Macon holding on to the puck. They'll send it off the end wall. Doesn't matter. The Marksmen will take their puncher's chance. Rocky wins round 1. And the Fayetteville Marksmen have 30 wins on the season. The final score tonight, the Fayetteville Marksmen 4 and the Macon Mayhem 1. Final shots on goal in this one for the Macon Mayhem, 37, and for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 34. We'll be right back after these messages with Marksmen postgame. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich, All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Welcome to Freddy's. How are you guys doing?
Meetings.
Lunch meetings all week, all salads.
Bean salads.
Quinoa salads.
Heirloom salads.
Frisee salads.
Sometimes a guy needs a Freddy's Original Double, Chicago Dog, and a Turtle Sundae.
Make that 2, please.
3.
Absolutely.
If it's gonna be bad, it better be good. Being bad never tasted this good. Freddy's, the experience that puts a smile on your face and the taste that brings you back.
For the final time this season, we welcome you back inside the Macon Centerplex. Drew Blevins alongside with you after the Fayetteville Marksmen score a big-time 4-1 win over the Macon Mayhem. This was a game that was not always pretty, but it started well for the Fayetteville Marksmen, as we'll put this one on reset for you. A fast start early on in the hockey game. Taylor Best opens the scoring 11:45 into the opening frame. Best would go on to have a hat trick in this contest, and really, he has been such an integral part to this Marksman roster. You should never be surprised when it's Taylor Best leading the charge for this Fayetteville group, but he's the one who does it tonight, ends up with a hat trick, but it wasn't without a little bit of a tenuous response as Devin Brink gets the goal back. It's the lone goal for the Macon Mayhem. It comes a minute and 10 seconds after Best's initial goal, and we'd have to wait until deep into the first period for Best to give the Marksmen a lead that they would not look back on. 2-1 on a power play marker, and then the Marksmen would get another power play, and Best would capitalize on that one just 45 seconds into the second period. And then we stayed 3-1 for a long, long time. I thought Brent Moran played well, shut down pucks, controlled rebounds for the most part in that hockey game, and is really going to be an integral reason that the Marksmen come away with this victory. Is he turns in a 36-save performance on 37 shots in the winning effort. Zach Reimers ices the game with an empty net goal, and the Fayetteville Marksmen skate away with a 4-1 win on round one, night one of Rocky versus Rambo night. These two teams will see each other twice more, both of them coming next weekend. That will end the season series between the Marksmen and the Mayhem this year. A couple of final stats for you. The Marksmen go 2 for 3 on the man advantage on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Taylor Best scoring both of those. Meanwhile, the Macon Mayhem go 0 for 6 on the power play tonight. A tough and bitter pill to swallow because I thought there were chances there for Macon to get the job done on the man advantage. Final shots on goal totals for you. In the third period, the Macon Mayhem come away with, let me see if I can get my math straight, 37 shots total. So that would be 15 shots in all in the third period for a game total of 37. And for the Fayetteville Marksmen, really very much held at bay. They only muster 5 shots on net in the third period for a game total of 34. Folks, that's going to do it for us here inside the broadcast booth It's been a lot of trips to Macon, Georgia this year, and all but one have been winning efforts. Season series will close next weekend. Our next broadcast will be on Friday, March 11th, with a puck drop of 7 p.m. We'll have pregame coverage for you starting at 6:45. You can get your tickets for First Responder Night on Friday by logging on to marksmanhockey.com and clicking the Tickets tab. We hope you enjoyed this one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. The final score, the Fayetteville Marksmen 4, the Macon Mayhem 1. Thanks so much for joining us. Until next time, I'm Drew Blevins. Good night.